I'm not doing this because I want to take long showers with you assholes.
Ain't you them kids that have been quacking off in my tool shed?
By a bunch of fucking ice holes like yourself.
Yeah, well, listen, you ought to ditch the geeks in the car with now and get in with us, but that's all right. We'll worry about that later.
Oh, my God. There's 100 morons in my basement.
It's you, Larry.
Lollygaggers. Diamond dogs have struck again.
Real pretty.
No, they could be a lot worse.
Why did you kiss my ear? Why are you holding my hand? Where's your other hand? Between two pillows. Those aren't pillows.
4 of us wolves running around the desert together in Las Vegas, looking for strippers and cocaine.
1, 2, 3, Benchwarmers!
Live from Scott's parents' basement, this is the Basement Benchwarmers Podcast.
Another week of the Benchwarmers Podcast. Tuesday night this week. Changed up just for something different, right? Something different. Oh.
Am I on?
Now I'm on. There we go.
The magic of live TV.
There goes all my privilege right out the window.
So let's go get right into. Let's start how we always start each week with how was your week, or your week. Ed, go ahead. How was your week?
Well, I spent the entire weekend trying to figure out who leaked my notes for tonight's podcast. I turned on the TV. There's protests everywhere over my rough draft of my notes for tonight. Yeah, people are going ape shit. You see it? I've personally been threatened with violence now after they read my notes. Yeah, somebody that goes by the name of Anal Mistress 69 on MySpace said she's going to ream my ass if she ever gets a chance. I say bring it on. We can settle this like two consenting adults. Also, somebody stole my pork rinds, I think.
The burnt bag of pork rinds you told me about?
Yeah, I don't know how I burnt pork rinds. They're still good. I mean,
they're still pork rinds,
yeah.
Right? Willie, how about you? How was your week?
I'm hooked up here.
What's going on tonight?
Who got into? See,
Hello.
Is there a button?
It's
Hello.
Yeah, the button was
bit.
off.
See, there's no.
Here it is. It's on now.
Yeah, you were on. Yeah.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, I can't hear myself.
Yeah, I told you there's violence in this studio.
I'm trying to think, what the hell did I do last week? Yeah, I didn't do anything very exciting, I don't think.
Well, you made mint juleps tonight. That's
I
pretty
did.
exciting.
I did make mint juleps. Oh, so last Thursday I made some really good margaritas for Cinco de Mayo.
Okay.
And then
what'd you have with it?
We had we just had tacos. So.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I love tacos.
Fish tacos or normal tacos?
Fish tacos.
Okay.
Yeah, very good. And then on I got this wild hair, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna make some. I never made mint juleps before. Watch the Kentucky Derby, and you guys are trying them now. I made them a little, I guess, too too harsh for you.
Yeah, they're pretty. They taste like.
I don't think the horses would drink these.
So you don't like them? They look good though.
They're
Yeah, no,
pretty.
they're
as-
pretty. Yeah, they're nice. In the Bears glass, they're very pretty.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I'm mess with you every time I drink something.
I made chicken enchiladas for
Did
Cinco de
ya?
Mayo, yeah.
Nice.
I made esquite.
Ooh, we had that last week though.
Yeah,
You made
now
it again.
Yeah, and you know what? I found at Piggly Wiggly, they've got these huge cans of corn. I mean, they're like a gallon of corn. I don't know how you measure corn.
Yeah.
It's a liter.
Yeah.
So I found these. So now it's esquite every day.
Nice.
It-
Esquite.
Like $5 for a big container.
Nice. It was yummy too last week. Very.
What
good.
does your poop look like?
It's,
I know exactly what those are. I think
So
mine looks like baby
those
roast.
are the chips that are named after rappers, aren't they?
I want to get you guys some chips. I got some wrap snacks here.
Little baby. We got to read them off. What are they? little baby cheddar cheese and sour cream.
Oh, those sound delicious.
Notorious B.I.G. Ooh, honey jalapeno.
Yeah, throw those over here, man.
Yeah. This is a Little Boozy's Louisiana Heat. I've had these.
Have you?
They're good.
Good.
Yep, spicy.
Where are you getting these in Chicago?
Yeah.
And
Two chains.
Migos barbecue with my honey.
Now, Migos, there some of those guys are famous, right? There's two of them that are out on. One played the rave the other night.
Is that
Oh,
right?
really?
Yeah. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah, I might have. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what their names
So
are.
pick some chips out, guys.
Well, the honey jalapeno have got to be the
That's
ones to
where I'm
try.
going.
Yeah, we got to try the honey jalapeno. But let's start to show our open the chips. Tonight we all talk a little bit about the NBA playoffs going on. Bucks tied up 2-2 with the Celtics. A little MLB baseball. The hitters are starting to heat up. And
Finally,
also we'll talk about a little about NFL if anything was up, a couple tidbits maybe, and whatever else comes up. And also we'll talk a little hockey. Adam will be joining us later to talk a little hockey with us again. So let's start out with our good, bad, and the ugly. As usual, we'll start out with our ugly. We'll start with Willie since Ed's not ready. It sounds like.
Are we going with ugly?
Yep, go ahead.
All
Willie.
right. So I don't know if you watch the Kentucky Derby at all.
I turned it on like 5 minutes after it happened. I'm like, oh shit.
I did not. I was watching the Bucks game.
Bucks game. Okay. So I don't know. So you guys know that Rich Strike won, and once the horse wins, they have another rider carry him back, help him back to the stalls or whatever. Well, this Rich Strike was trying to bite the crap out of this other horse next to him.
Saw the video.
And you see this guy just like elbowing the heck out of this horse, and he's not going to hurt the horse because there's people on there talking about there, but there was a lot of that was kind of an ugly thing to watch. I bet you all these people were upset. Oh, you're beating the horse, you're really hurting it, but this horse was really bullying the other horse pretty hard.
Hey.
So and that horse kind of reminded me it was jacked up a Mountain Dew and Red Bull. So that's my ugly.
How about your ugly?
Well, my ugly happened a couple weeks ago, but I didn't get a chance. I've been in and out of the studio here.
Yeah.
The Red Wing Zamboni driver. Did you see this whole story, Willie? So he's been there forever. He created the I think what was with the octopus? Something. Oh, the octopus. The mascot's named after him. I think his name's I forget. It was like Ray or something.
Rick.
Yo, I was gonna say,
pick it up.
I was gonna say okay, Rick. But so he's been there forever. He's like a fan favorite, a team favorite. So he's in the back room with the Zamboni. He takes a leak down the drain like in the slop sink instead of going to the bathroom.
Uh-oh.
A guy that works there saw him. He was fired. No questions asked. And it's like, really, you couldn't have just said, hey, don't pee down the drain.
But there was a joke about this for April Fools. Said Iserman quit. I remember seeing it on there. And it was because they had fired the Zamboni driver. This is back in April 1st. For April Fools, it was a joke.
Yeah.
Thinking it, and I'm like sitting there, I saw that. I'm like, what the hell? And I started reading through. I'm like, they got me,
Mhm.
So
My ugly is it's I know we're a national show, so it might not
Worldwide.
resonate, but the construction in our town.
Oh, I couldn't get home today.
I tried to go to the bank a few weeks ago. It took me an hour to figure out how to get there. So, yeah, the construction in Kenosha is makes no sense. Every road, there's no way. It's crazy. It's insane.
You know where today I came in? I was coming in from out of town. I'm like, well, we can't go in 60th. Can't go in 75th. We got to go in 52nd. We'll stop. You know where the light for 31 was? The back of the line for the light for 31?
Probably past the street to go to Indian Trail.
Airport.
Really?
At the airport. It was past H.
Wow.
We were waiting in line. We couldn't even get to Sherwin-Williams over there. We had to wait to get, and that's in the industrial park.
Wow.
So it was probably a 20-minute wait to get to the 31 from there. It was ridiculous.
That was like me coming home from work today. So 290 to 294, it's blocked off because they're doing some work on that bridge or something like that. So I have to take York all the way down to like Irving Park and go around the airport and get on there. Well, I had to sit like through, honestly, like 5 lights to get through Irving Park and Manheim. It just kept getting jammed up. People were out in the middle of the road honking, semis pulling out, trying to make that left-hand turn. It was ridiculous. It was just a bad traffic day altogether.
Wow.
And it's 95 degrees out or whatever.
It's 92 now when I left work.
I hit 95 north of Madison today.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
How about our bad? We'll start with Willie. Keep going the same way. Willie, you're bad.
Wash his chip down.
These are good chips, though.
Oh, yeah. The jalapeno, honey jalapeno.
I got a little bit of a bite to them, but they're good.
Yeah, they're good.
Who was that? What rapper is that?
That's Notorious B.I.G. Of course, be the best ones.
Mhm.
Biggie, come on. Other rappers are okay. I don't know, but Biggie.
How's he doing right now?
So I don't know if you guys heard of.
I think did he open for Bon Jovi?
He didn't know. Never mind. Go ahead. Go ahead, Willie.
I don't know if you guys heard about that Brazilian defender Marcelo. He was dropped from the Leon first team due to continuous farting and laughing in the dressing room. Serious.
Pull up a chair. He can be on this show.
We could use him.
Yeah.
So
We need some comic relief in here.
as reported in August,
Thank you.
this guy was 34 years old. And he expelled from the senior squad following Leon's defeat at the hands of Angers, whatever it is. And so I guess he was caught laughing during one of the captain's speech.
It's like a 10-year-old. I love it. I love it.
69.
I love
And he kept farting in.
Pull my finger. Pull my finger. Shut up, man. Coach is talking. Pull my finger. Pull my finger.
Coach said at the starting of the year, just have fun and stay loose, guys.
That's right. So yes, Marcelo. I think it's kind of funny, but yeah, it's too bad he got
Marcelo, wasn't the monkey's name on Friends?
Yeah,
Or his
it
name
was
Marcel. I'm
Marcel.
sorry,
Marcel.
I apologize.
And then Pulp Fiction.
great.
And Pulp Fiction was Marcellus.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Marcellus.
Ed, you're bad.
This one happened a little ways back to Cowboys Kelvin Joseph facing murder charges.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. Yep.
I don't think we mentioned
I
it.
think he was with the people, right? I don't think he
I'm
actually.
not
I think-
positive, but
he is
still
an
bad.
He's an accomplice. Yeah.
Still bad. I used to bring those things up all the time. Now it just seems like it's we wouldn't have enough time in the show.
Yeah, I remember I saw it a few weeks ago. Well, it was a while.
Yeah,
back.
I've been out for weeks
Yeah.
here, other than one day or so.
My bad. So at night, me and Jenny were out getting dinner. It was like about 8:30. Willie sends me a text like, "Hey, we're at Finney's, me and Shauna for Ho-Ho's birthday."
Okay.
So I'm like, Jenny's like, "Well, you want to stop again?" I asked her because,
Well, this is the big birthday for him. He finally went through puberty, right?
yep, he's actually can get on the demon now. But
Well, we lost one of our viewers.
But anyway, so we get there and whatever, and I think I got there at 10, and I was home by midnight, so it was like I had 2 beers and left. Hop said his ears finally grew in. Wow. So anyway, we are sitting there, and this guy comes. I don't know who the guy is. Did you know who the guy was? Their buddy.
Yeah,
What was his name? Should we name him?
Jay.
Jay what?
It's Bridget's brother.
Okay, so Jay Pucci would it be?
Yeah, Jay Pucci. Yeah.
Okay, so this Jay Pucci. I hear him talking, and usually I wouldn't engage in anything, even if it's sports related, even if they're combat about the Bears or whatever, or any team or anything. I wouldn't engage. I just leave it alone because I don't want to get involved. But here's what he said, Ed. And I said this, I stated this to other people already. They all laughed. He said, Brooke Lopez is a top 20 center of all time.
All time what?
All time history of the NBA.
Of foreign-born players, right?
Robin Lopez.
Brooke
Brooke.
I don't think it makes a difference. It's still just as obscene.
And then I named, he's like, name guys. We kept naming them. Then we said Bill Walton.
Of all time.
We said Bill Walton, and he's like, no, he wasn't that good. So me and Clayton look it up because Clayton was there.
Bill Walton was good.
We look it up. I didn't know this. He was an MVP of the league.
Mm-hmm.
He won 2 championships. He was even MVP of the finals.
Yep.
And he was also like a 3-time defensive. Only thing that Brooke Lopez has on his resume, he was a 1-time and all defensive.
And he was
player.
a 3-time college champion.
Yes.
Did you say that?
Yeah, but they were like, well, you can't.
Still,
he didn't play that long. Well, he didn't play. That's even more of an argument.
Yeah.
He won a bunch more than he's ever won. He didn't play long.
And Bill Walton also should move up like 2 notches. He's one of the biggest deadheads on the planet.
But the other thing I said, I looked to Australia. I go, you want to put him in a top 10 center? I go, and he can't even average 10 rebounds a game. And he's 7 foot tall. He averages 6.2 for his career.
Mm-hmm.
Well, name others. I go, Tim Duncan. He was in a center. I go, yeah, he played center. It's right here. So man, Clinton goes, this is right here. He's forward center. I go, yeah, fantasy basketball for years. He was considered both. When we did it, he was considered both.
Sure.
We kept naming guys, and he kept saying, name them. I go, we just named like 35. And
you probably name 100 if you actually sat down.
And actually, what Hop said, I said the same thing. He's not even top 20 in the 2020s, probably. It'd be hard pressed.
He'd be close, right at the back. Nah, he wouldn't.
He's good for the Bucks. And that's what I said to the guy. I go, I have no problem with Brooke Lopez. I'm not saying I have a problem with the guy.
I watched him miss 11 straight 3-pointers.
I watched him play terrible defense on Al Horford yesterday.
Well, I didn't see the game, but somebody played horrible defense on Al Horford.
Yeah, it was his guy almost every time, wide open shooting threes. So, but I don't know. That's my ugly. Bad. That's my bad. I just can't believe someone would actually argue to a point where, I mean, like I said, I was talking to some other guys, and I told them, they all laughed, and I said, I mean, it's different if someone goes, LeBron's the best player ever. I will disagree with you, but I see why you say that. Yeah. I get it. I don't agree with you. I think Jordan is, but whatever. That's a different conversation. But this is even an argument. This is like Brooke Lopez, top 20 center of all time. Of all time. I said he'd be hard pressed to be top probably 10 or 15 right now in this league if you went through every team. There's
no way.
I'd take him over. I'd take other guys over. I'd take Horford over him. I mean, I know he's older, but
in fantasy, we have about 12 teams in our league. Does he start as a center in our league? 2 centers.
He probably does.
That's 24.
Well, this year he probably didn't because he's hurt, but he probably was drafted 2 start at the end of the thing because people probably need somebody.
Okay.
But I mean, if we did this, I'll put it this way.
But here's the
I'll agree. If you went through the draft and if we said, let's draft centers first, everybody's got to draft 2 centers in the first 2 rounds. Lopez would probably be picked just because of Buck, but he'd be picked near the end of it. He wouldn't be picked in a top 10 centers, top 15.
And I mean, that's just fantasy stats, but I mean, defense means a whole lot. Teammate type
and
stuff.
He's a solid.
He's one of the best whiners.
He's a solid defender. He's got
a solid head of hair too.
I don't think Dikembe Mutombo when I see him, but I think he's better than most most centers. But
he had no problem with Mutombo ahead of him. Who did he say wasn't?
Well, I said George Mike, and they disagreed. And then I said, well, you can't.
Different generation.
They said that. I go, well, then we can't have Bill Russell or Will Chamberlain in that conversation either. Then why? They had the same rules. They were the bigger guys with no 3-second. Right? They're going to stand around and shoot the ball. Why do you think Will Chamberlain scored 100 points? Because he can stay in the lane and just.
There's still no film of that game or no proof that game even happened. It was held at a stadium that only had like 200 people there.
In Hershey, Pennsylvania, wasn't it?
Yeah, that one's. I've read some things about that recently, and they question if it was real. Yeah. And they just made it up to pump up the league and everything.
I don't know. I mean,
they said there was hardly anybody there.
I'm sure someone would have said something at this point. I mean,
they're all dead by now.
Yeah, but
no,
that was my bad. Okay, so Willie, you're good for the week.
My good. It was actually something I watched on Netflix this weekend, and it was White Hot, the story about Abercrombie and Fitch.
Oh, I was going to watch it in Florida, but I didn't get a chance to.
And the reason why I liked it so much, it reminds me of the first time I ever met Ed. So Ed was
white.
Ed was working. He just gotten this job working up at Abercrombie and Fitch.
Oh, Ed was
at Mayfair, and I had him to walk by, and he's standing there flexing.
Yeah.
and
It's a while back.
it was quite a while back
yeah.
there. But yeah, I don't know if you knew that's the first time I ever met him there. You know, I talked to him. He like reached out to a whole new demographic to Abercrombie. That's probably the reason why they kind of plummeted.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say it.
So I mean, he still likes to do that, as you can tell from the picture back here.
Yeah.
He still likes to show off.
Did I ever tell you about the time I was working in a mall? I was hanging wallpaper. I had to go up in the front window. You know how they get the display areas, and I had to do that area. And I'm up there, and I'm concentrating on the wall like 6 inches from me. And my brother's just like dying. I'm like, what's going on? He goes, dude, you won't believe it. He goes, what? I turn around, and there's a Muslim guy praying to Mecca, but I happen to be right in his way. This guy's like 4 feet from me doing the praying thing. And I'm like, and I'm hanging wallpaper. I'm like, dude, somebody film this because
Sorry, sir.
the greatest wallpaper hanger of all time I'm getting prayed to.
Show him the crack of dawn too.
No, it was crazy.
So what was your good at it?
Oh, let's see what's good happening this week.
But it was good, by the way. It was really good.
The Brewers seem to have turned it around.
Yeah.
They look pretty good.
Lost 3 in a row.
Although they got beat up bad by Cincinnati
They got
yesterday.
beat up when they played a good team. Finally, they got lost 2 out of 3.
Yeah, I mean, but they've been playing pretty well.
But they've been pitching better. I mean, everything's going better, and they were hitting the ball for.
Yeah,
a few
they're
days, so
doing what they got to do to win.
They'll win that. Like we talked, they're going to win that division. I believe. I Cardinals maybe, but Cardinals can't hang. I don't think. It's
Yeah, and then all the hitting's starting to come around in baseball right now. So Brewers hitting is pretty weak, but their pitching's very stout.
You brought up Netflix, and my good was the finale of Ozarks.
I didn't see
or Ozark. It's all over. It was. I won't talk about it because people may still want to watch or whatever. But yeah, it was good. The final episode. I read reviews about it before, and they didn't say what happened. But a lot of people, it was mixed. Like they didn't like the way it ended. They did. I was fine with it. Every show tries to outdo itself. I think at being very vague how shows end, and I'll just say that. I'll put it that way. It was a weird, vague ending to the show, but you understand what happens. You get it. But it was a good show. It was also, I haven't watched it yet, but I know if you have a chance, if you are an Ozark fan, search the Ozark documentary, and they have a half-hour documentary, and they get to talk to the actors and all that about this, doing the show. So I still got to watch it, but I heard it's pretty good. The other thing, did I tell you guys? Maybe I did talk, but you said Netflix. Did I tell you I watched a Tinder Swindler?
I started to watch that. Was it good?
Oh, it's insane. It's insane. You watch it, and the worst thing about the whole thing is that this guy who did this, he did it to numerous women. Basically met women on Tinder. He showed he had this life that he didn't really have. He got them to give him credit cards and get him loans. Like he had the money to get him money back, but he couldn't get it because he was being chased or was locked up somewhere else.
Oh yeah, I did see this.
And at the end of the show, he gets the reason he gets arrested is because the charge was because of falsifying a passport or something like that. It was something weird. It was something not because, as you find out,
not for stealing all the money.
By law, you can't. If you think about it, where's the proof? You gave him the stuff,
right?
You gave him the money, and it's sad because this guy went to. I don't think he went to jail. He got out, and he's got some website now, and he's making money off of like being a consultant or something. Now he's back to being himself. These women, and all these women still have their debt, like tens of hundreds of $1,000s of money in debt. They got to pay back, and this guy is walking around.
It was crazy because she'd go back and keep asking him, or he'd keep going asking her for money. Like, oh, they're after me again.
Yeah.
With no proof or anything. A girl would be like, oh, I'll borrow money from my parent. Well, then he went behind her back when she wouldn't give him money anymore and borrow money from her parents, from her mom.
Yeah.
And the dad's like, what the hell? Yeah. Because he was, he's a smooth guy. He knows how to talk to ladies.
Yeah.
So he stole money from the mom and the daughter.
Yeah. When we go on vacations, that's usually when I catch up on stuff like that. I'll watch it because everybody goes to bed, or I'll catch up on a show. So I watched a couple. I watched another one that was pretty good. It was a really short one though. Too. I was gonna watch the Abercrombie, but I didn't get to it.
I haven't seen that one yet.
It was super short. Oh, it was about the guy that was exonerated from being on the Larry David Curb Your Enthusiasm. They said he killed somebody. Do you ever hear a story?
No, I didn't.
Guy was arrested for killing somebody. Said he didn't do it. Well, they kind of basically made him, they kind of made him the bad guy. Well, what happened was he was at a Dodger game that night, and he didn't have a ticket stub, but he was with his daughter and some friends, and of course they weren't believing it or whatever. So what happened was They were filming an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm that night in the stadium, and they caught him on their cameras.
Oh,
filming
yeah.
the show.
I heard about
I
that.
did hear about it.
And
now.
HBO gave the tapes up. They looked through, found it, and he was exonerated for doing it. And he got out of jail because obviously he was at the game and had nothing to do with this.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was insane. So I don't know. Curb Your Enthusiasm save someone's save someone's life basically.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, tonight we'll talk a bit about the playoffs. Yeah, a little bit NFL maybe, and also MLB we had talked about for a minute. So let's start with the playoffs. NBA, couple series 2-2. You have the 76ers and the Heat right now tied 2-2 playing this evening. This is Tuesday. You have Golden State took a commanding 3-1 lead last night. Although Memphis gave it their best without John Morant, and I think the first time they took a lead, Golden State was in the last minute of the game.
Wasn't what? Yeah, I was gonna say Memphis was up by
Yeah,
12,
and John
at
Morant
one
was
point.
out. Yeah, and the Bucks lost the lead again. They actually got away with it the first time, but didn't get away with it the second time, and they end up 2-2, going back to Boston, losing home court. And the other series, Dallas and Phoenix tonight, 2-2 also.
So how does the Bucks series lay out? So it was 2 games in Boston, 2 games in Milwaukee, 2 games in Boston.
1-1-1.
One
Oh,
way.
now
They
1-1.
changed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I said is they got to split the first one. Then they got to take 2 of 3 on their home games. Then you got to hope for the last 2, you know.
Yeah, well, they could have won all of them at home and be
Yeah.
done, but I mean,
Yeah.
I'm still going back to, we'll talk about the Bucks, obviously. I'm going back to not playing the last game of the year is a big difference right now. Home court's not there. It's easy to lose. And to be honest, besides game 1, the Boston could be up 3-1 right now. They really could be. And but I am also going to lay on the side of the whole I mean, does anybody, and I'm not a big guy. I like a lot of fans, not just Packer fans, don't like Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. I mean, we as Cubs fans, when Joe Buck did the Cardinals series, you got a little bit from him. He's a Cardinal guy, but it is what it is. But Stan Van Gundy is hands down. He just, every time Giannis drives, he wants to put it on the screen and show how he ran someone over and they should be a foul. When LeBron has lived his career like that, Jason Tatum did it. Jason Tatum did it twice in the last 5 minutes of the game and got baskets out of it and one out of it, but nothing was said. And I'm not a homer at all with this because for basketball, for me, I like Giannis. I'm following the Bucks. I like Giannis. I'm a fan of Giannis. I'm more of a player guy. But I hope the Bucks
How is
win.
anybody not a fan of Giannis?
Yeah, and the thing is that the problem with this whole thing right now is that, and everybody, please, and people are going to disagree with me. I know they are because it's a reason to disagree with me. But this has nothing to do with Middleton. You guys are wrong if you believe it has anything to do with Middleton. This has a ton to do with their defense. Did not come through in the clutch. Not a player, their defense. And they've 12 and 11-point leads they blew in both games at home. On your home court, you got outscored in the fourth quarter. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They got outscored in the game they won because they were up by like 7 and only won by 2. And they outscored by like 15 or 18 on your home court. That's not supposed to happen. I mean, you can lose, but they look like they're lost right now. And people, the guy in the game last night, Van Gundy goes, well, have Middleton right now would have been great. What, for 2 more points? They lost by 12.
Did they miss Middleton?
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, they're scoring when they need to. I think Jrue Holiday, but they're also taking, I like Giannis. I just said it. But he has took some pretty poor shots these last 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
He's pushing it right now. And I don't think the whole thing about set your shooters up. Get Connaughton, Grayson.
That's what he had been doing, is then
Yes.
kicking it back out.
Get them open shots. Jrue Holiday, get these guys open shots. Nobody has to create. Only guys that have to create are Giannis and Jrue Holiday to be successful because they can kick it to anybody they want.
And if you remember, I think it was 2 years ago, the Bucks played the Celtics in the playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Giannis struggled with his drives in. They like clamped down on him.
They
And
won
that's-
the series,
Yeah,
but he struggled.
he
In the
struggled.
series overall. You're right. And
And it was almost the same stuff. If you watch it, it's a rough series. I mean, sometimes they're calling penalties, and you're like, okay, why are they calling that a charge or a block? They're not calling like a clubbing of the head. I what I've noticed, and I've only got to see 2 of the games because I don't have cable. But because it was on TNT last night, and I couldn't get TNT where I was at. And when Boston, a guy drives on Boston, they show, oh, look at his hand got hit. Look at that. Did he get hit on the side or on the hip or something? And Giannis goes in, and they only show it like when he has a dramatic like dunk over somebody. Otherwise, they really don't show it. And he gets hit like 4 times on every drive.
Yeah, there was in the game
And I
3,
understand he's going to have to put up with some of that because of the way he plays.
Yeah.
When you're going down the lane and just kind of going over the top of guys, you're
Mhm.
going to get hit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's some give and take, but some of those, you see him get hit on both arms. The ball goes up in the air. And it's like they're not even showing the replay.
There is no way Al Horford should score 3 against you, no matter how hot he is. I don't care.
Well, you
His
don't piss him off, is what happened last night.
Did you watch the game at
Is that
all?
his
I watched.
Wasn't his last 4 threes wide open?
Oh yeah.
Like shots that we could have got off. Now we would have
Right.
made them, but we
Yeah.
they wouldn't have been blocked. We could have got the shot off. I'm not saying we made them, but for us to get a shot off in the NBA would be tough. Probably
Yeah.
get blocked a lot. But we could have got these off, no problem.
But that's always
I
been.
mean, he actually got the ball, set, and shot. There
Mhm.
was no like quick whoop, quick whoop. I mean, he was wide open.
He
Are
did-
those the
he did-
best games Horford's ever had in his career? Is this the best game he's ever had in
It's
his
his
career?
best.
That was his best fourth quarter ever. He was 6 for 6 for
Yeah.
14
I think it's the
points.
most points he's ever
I
scored.
mean, he's a good player.
Yeah.
He's not a star player. though.
No, I mean, actually, to be honest, we talked about this. I think
He's a better center than. Is he not a better center than? Is he still considered a center?
All right, yeah, he's our center.
No, how is he not better than Brook Lopez? I just thought of that.
I mean, I guess it's one game, and I guess you could argue that. But when he was available,
Horford's had a better career.
they were
than-
talking about getting. He was available from middle of the year this year when
I
Boston got
remember
him.
you mentioned that.
Yeah, grab him, put him with them. I mean, Ibaka I thought was a great pickup, but they don't even use Ibaka, so I don't. There must have been a bad trade for the Bucks. Ibaka, I guess they don't use him at all. But I mean, I think Portis didn't get used enough last night at the end. I'm still gonna Budenholzer knows what he's doing. I mean, it's still 2-2. They still only have to win 2 out of 3. It still doesn't matter where. I mean, the better teams can win. I mean, but I think it looks like the Bucks are kind of lost at times now in these last 2 games. It was weird. They look like they were in control, and then it's like they're not in control. Then they were in control. They're not in control. And I mean, to be honest, last night I got to the fourth quarter. Oh, cool. This series is gonna be 3-1.
Yeah, they were like up by 12 or something, weren't they?
Good. They got 3-1 lead. Got to win 1 out of 3. I mean, your chances are pretty good. I mean, maybe not, but you could maybe come back here and win in 6, Bucks in 6. But I really believe they have to win game. And obviously, this is always what they say, and it's such a dumb thing they bring up, a stat. Well, in a series is tied 2-2, the team that wins game 5 usually wins the series.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty easy to figure out.
Do you know? I bet you guys didn't know this. On game 7s, the team that wins has won 100% of the series.
Let's ask Doc Rivers what he thinks about that. So anything else about the playoffs or the Bucks or anything else you guys noticed or saw? Or do
Tyler Hero's only got 1 point tonight, local guy.
yeah, but they're up by 13, so that's good.
Embiid's only got 8.
He just got blocked too.
How
So-
much did the Heat pay? What's his name from Michigan? The 3-point Duncan.
Duncan Robinson.
No, he got paid a
Tucker
few
Robinson.
bucks. He hasn't played much in the series.
He hasn't played hardly at all. I mean, is he shooting that bad, or
no?
I mean, it seems like
See what he's got today.
Yeah,
I'm going to go to the stat guy.
I was gonna say something. I'll ask you guys. Maybe you disagree. Do you think? And obviously, I guess I shouldn't say it's not about Middleton because this is a dumb question. Would it help to have Middleton? Obviously, yes. Do you think they lost those games? Do you think they lost game 2? They lose because without Middleton because they lost by like 15 or 20 or whatever it was. So Middleton ain't gonna make that up. But last night, I guess they lost by 10. Do you think Middleton helps them and they win that game, or you think? It just depends how we don't know. I guess the rotation's different. The situation.
In my opinion, no, because I mean, like you said, the rotation. It's a completely different team with him off the court. To me, it's a quicker team. It looks different. But like you said, Giannis is not kicking the ball back out. It works great when he does that.
Yeah.
Which game was that? Was it game 3 where he was driving in, kicking it back out?
Well, game 1 they did.
It was a game,
ton.
maybe game 1. It was
yeah.
game 1.
Well, game 3 they did, but then he stopped, and then he was
Yeah,
like,
and then it was just him driving.
in game 3, it's like he was 0 for like something for threes or 0 for 4, and it's like he was maybe 0 for, but he kept like shooting threes, like almost like he had and then he made a couple, but it's like
He's taking a bunch of these one-handed shots, like from like maybe 12, 14 feet, and it's kind of weird.
And I don't like when he comes on court and just pops a 3 because they leave him space. Move the ball. If it gets back to you, then shoot it.
Yep.
That's fine. Move the ball. And I think that's too coming down the court sometimes and shooting is different than getting catch and shoot. So maybe
and it looks like their defense almost is kind of trailing them into those situations when he starts driving and he tries to kick it out, and he's been turning it over a ton.
Yeah.
Because he's just kind of flipping it up in the air.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're having the defense kind of follow him.
Yeah,
because then he's got nowhere to kick it.
He's had a few poor turnovers in this.
I mean, I watched him last night just like dribble around in the center, come back outside, then go up, and he had no shot. He had nobody to pass it to. and then he just like threw it away.
Wow.
He threw it to another, one of the Celtics, and they ran it.
Really smart.
Easy bucket.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, there's game left, but
Would Jordan ever do something like that?
I mean, it's happened.
yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Probably when he was young. Yes.
Jordan would smack himself if he was playing like that, though. I mean, he would.
And we all believe. I'm sure Giannis sees this stuff, and they look at tape, and I mean, he is still one of the best in the NBA, if not the best. I know. We'll talk about that. Jokic wins the MVP is back to back.
Stolen.
Yeah, that's a weird because I thought Embiid would have won it if anybody.
Right.
I think Embiid kind of got robbed. I think he did. I mean, I don't know. And I don't know. I like Embiid.
Any of those three guys.
You see how this team was. I mean, and obviously you vote for MVP when the season's over. But in this playoffs, they were down 2-0. Embiid comes back, they tie the series.
Mhm.
Different dynamic in the guys on the court. And no offense to Giannis, but the Bucks actually got away with a couple wins without Giannis last year. So
Yeah.
I mean, it shows you a lot of how the makeup of these teams are. So
well, and they just have to adjust. They're not used to playing that way. And
yeah. So anything else about the NBA playoffs, you guys? Anything? Bueller?
yeah, Duncan Robinson's played 5 minutes and had one shot and he missed it.
Is that it?
That's why I got
Holy
King.
cow.
He got the old hook.
Him and Hero have only combined for 17 minutes and 0 for 4 shooting.
Huh. Well, happens those nights. I mean, Tyler Hero has been
He's been
Up-
a monster. But
up-
if what's working right now, I
up
mean,
by 17 without him shooting. That's good.
PJ Tucker's tearing it up, and Jimmy Butler's tearing it up, and that Struce guy, I don't know who that
Did you
is.
see PJ Tucker was upset, complained about the Bucks getting rid of him this
Yeah.
week? Yeah, he was up. He was mad that they disrespected him.
Disrespect. Isn't it? Did he have a contract?
No, and they offered and he didn't take it. So I mean, remember Bobby Portis took less money to stay with the Bucks.
Well, it's not this, isn't it? When they take more money, it's a business, isn't it?
Yeah, but he said, I read it and I was like, hey, you know what? I don't want to. I don't get it.
If that's how fragile your ego is, that you've got bigger problems.
That's why I was kind of hoping the Bucks would win and play Miami. I like to see them play each other. I just like to see the dynamic of the series. But like I said, I think the Bucks right now are in a bit of. Hopefully they're not, but I think it doesn't look great for them. I think. I got Boston and Golden State. So when the playoffs started, I picked Golden State when the year started. So
I picked Miami.
yeah. Well, here you
Look
go.
at this. Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, hopefully, I want the Bucks to win though. So we'll see. So, you guys, any other? I mean, we can talk about other things, but anything you want to throw out there? While
I don't know. It's out there in basketball. That's it. That's the only one. I mean, Dallas, Phoenix.
yeah, Dallas 2-2. Phoenix's coach wins Coach of the Year.
What's the name?
I was watching it last night, so I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
I don't know either.
Bald guy, shaved head, gray goatee too.
Monty
Williams.
Yes.
Oh, Monty. Well, yeah. Okay. Where did he play ball at in college? I'm trying to think.
Monty Williams. I'll say North Carolina, but I could be wrong.
I'll look it up. Oh, somebody's on the phone.
My phone. No, it was a spam call. Yeah. So yeah, Monty Williams. He played in the NBA. I think he played for the Spurs, I believe, or was a coach of the Spurs. Because I think 6 of the coaches left in the playoffs all either play for Popovich or coach with Popovich.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right. I saw that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
Pretty thing.
Notre Dame.
Okay.
First round pick.
Okay.
He played for the Knicks, the Spurs,
Yep.
the Nuggets, the Magic, the Sixers. Then coached as an assistant for the Blazers, the Hornets. Or he got the head coach of the Hornets job after only 5 years as an assistant.
Oh, nice. Good for him.
Went back to Oklahoma City as an assistant. Sixers as assistant. Now he's
And
back
at first when he won the thing, I was like, but I give him credit because it's tough to lose. It's tough to lose in a finals. It's the runners up for championships always have a hard time coming back. And I think they were number 1 seed and they were the best team in the NBA by how many games? Like 8 games or something like that. Sure. So they did a great job. That's kind of funny. I saw this stat. I think I sent this to you guys. It's funny how in 2019 James Harden begged the Rockets to get rid of Chris Paul because Russell Westbrook was going to be better and CP3 was washed. And now James Harden's the one who looks washed and Chris Paul looks like he's 22. So it's pretty funny.
So what happened with this whole Chris Paul thing?
Now the story was they pushed. Now the story was this person just tried hugging him and they didn't like it. That's what I saw. I could be wrong, Willie.
His parents?
Yeah. The guy at first it said the kid pushed him, But then later was he tried hugging them.
So where's everybody mad?
I don't know what the story was.
No,
for
I
sure.
didn't see the
I
whole
didn't- so I
thing.
don't
I
know if
just
the
saw
kid-
that.
It was a 12 or 14-year-old kid too. It wasn't like
Was he talking crap? To
Are you
him?
serious? It was a 12-year-old kid.
or 14-year-old, and I think Paul actually threatened him after the game. Said something, "I'm going to find you" or something like that's what. But I don't know what
So
he
is
did.
he going to prison for this? Because if I threaten a 14-year-old kid out on the street and say I'm coming after you,
Yeah,
I'm getting arrested.
I don't know. I don't know.
How do they get away with threatening fans like this? I don't understand.
Like I said, I know exactly what the kid did.
I know at
to
work,
the parents.
if a 14-year-old kid was out there and I ran outside and told him I was coming to get him, I guarantee I'd be first kicked off that job.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand this stuff. If that's the true thing. And who's that upset about a 12-year-old or a 14-year-old that can afford to go to an NBA Finals game or an NBA playoff game?
No.
Obviously, some pussy,
Yeah.
He's not some tough guy.
So I sent this to you guys, but I thought it'd be interesting to share. If you guys did see this, the quarterback, right? So nearly 200 quarterbacks have started 50+ games in the NFL since 1950. Only one of those quarterbacks has never thrown a pick six in his career. And that QB
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show, Mitch Trubisky. He is the guy that's never thrown a pick six ever. Well, it's great. I guess that shows you it doesn't mean much.
No. Well, he's getting another job, hopefully.
Well, Steelers picked him up, and then he drafted a quarterback right away. So
Yeah, but
that's
I mean,
a shame. But I guess we'll see.
you can say all you want about the Jordan Love thing, and it's a horrible pick, and it was, but they still have a backup quarterback they're paying nothing for, essentially, where
Yeah.
Andy Dalton or who was the Bears had 3 quarterbacks last year they were paying.
But you have to remember, and I always argue, this
But
with
they're
any
not paying a college, or they're the other guy they're not
I
paying.
always argue the 3 quarterbacks on the roster last year was a total of $28 million when you
Yeah.
got teams paying $30 million as a
That's
one
what I'm
guy.
saying.
So it's all about
Wouldn't
that
you rather
spot.
have a rookie as your backup?
Yeah, well, but Pickett's going to get a chance to start there. I don't think
Eventually, yeah.
I mean, first round pick, unless he's just dumb.
His hands aren't big enough. Come
Yeah,
on,
but
man.
that's Trubisky's problem. They say is he's dumb.
Yeah, he makes mistakes. So
I mean, obviously he's talented enough. I mean, he made an All-Pro, or not an All-Pro, but a Pro Bowl.
Alternate, but Pro Bowl.
Yeah, still. I mean, he's won games. He's won big games.
Yeah, he could have won a playoff game if the kicker would have kicked.
Yeah,
He
exactly. He put him in the position.
Yeah.
To put,
Yep.
So, I mean, he's not like he's a complete hack.
Who does he remind you of, like, past quarterbacks?
Trubisky?
Yeah.
I mean,
he I don't know. It'd be tough. I mean, past quarterbacks.
Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah.
No. Except he's better.
I don't know. Trubisky's kind of a weird thing. Maybe like a
Flacco.
David Carr.
It could be, yeah. David Carr.
David Carr-ish, a guy that came out, little flash. I mean, I was gonna say Derek, but I think Derek's better than Mitch Trubisky. Personally.
What type of, I forget, kind of success did like Jeff George have?
He had that one great year in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he always had great yardage, but he could throw it.
And he
Right.
throws
Throw it
30 picks, too.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, they I believe what was the year that Gary Anderson missed extra point or the field goal in the playoffs go Super Bowl for the Vikings? Who was it, George, or was it Cunningham that year? Or Dante Culpepper? Who was the quarterback of that team?
Mm-hmm.
Hop, help us out here.
I'll hop and tell us. Yeah, I want to say it was Culpepper. I was gonna guess, but I could be wrong. I know it was one of those guys. Maybe it was George. I don't know. I don't know. We'll hop and tell us in a second.
So Jeff George played 14 years. He led the Falcons to the 95 playoffs, the Vikings to the 99.
Cunningham it was.
Led the league in passing in 97. I mean, he's pretty solid. 6'4", 218. That's a good sized guy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I forget. There was a guy talking about, he was at I forget what team George was playing with at the time, but he was like on the field and he kept hearing this whistle, this ball, this thing whistle. He goes, what is this whistling? It was Jeff George throwing the ball. That's how hard he threw it.
Did he go to Illinois?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that where he went? Yeah.
He's from Indianapolis. I think I didn't really look, but
Yeah.
I mean, he had 154 touchdowns, 113 picks in his career, 80 rating. I mean, it was all right.
Yeah, I mean, he
8 fumbles in 1 year. That's all. How many did Fields have this year? I know Fields was sacked like 50 times or something, wasn't he?
A lot.
He didn't have that
I
many.
don't know how many he had. I'm not
He
sure.
couldn't have had 8 fumbles.
Nah, I don't know. He could have.
Does that drink better as the ice melts?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's
It's actually sweet now, and I don't taste like the bourbon stabbing me in the tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So anything? Oh, MLB. Let's talk about MLB because Adam's going to join us in a second here. For the hockey playoffs. So MLB, like we talked about earlier, Brewers are starting to heat up a little bit. Tigers aren't doing what we want them to do. We thought.
They had a good game today.
Yeah, they're just. I mean, long season. They can make a run. Obviously, White Sox did. White Sox last week we talked. They weren't even close.
What about that game last night?
They blew it last
Holy
night, though.
crap!
I had Kopech going. I'm like, his first win of the year cost me 13 points in fantasy because they lost that game.
Yeah. I mean,
12 runs in the last what?
But last week they were under 500. Now they won like 8 in a row since we talked. Well, they lost last night though. That was their first loss.
God,
in 8
that was
games.
awful too.
Yeah.
That was one of the.
Who was the
Philadelphia? Was it not Philadelphia? The Mets. Who blew that game last?
They did the same thing last Thursday night. The Mets
7-run
back.
lead or a 9-run
Oh yeah,
lead.
they came back 7 on the Phillies.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Liam Hendricks was the guy who blew it last.
They
night,
were
correct?
down 6+ runs. So
Sox are 500 right now. One game behind Cleveland.
But yeah, they were like 3. They had to be 5 or 6 below because they won 7 in a row.
Detroit's one of the worst teams in baseball right now.
It's incredible too.
And their pitching's been, they'll get one good game and then I mean, their depth is not as great as some of these other teams, but they got some talent.
That's a winnable.
Yeah.
I mean, White Sox are probably the best team. I know that they're not winning it right now. Minnesota, though, I think I did pick Minnesota to win it.
Oh, let's see how Minnesota's
Maybe I
doing.
didn't. Maybe
Minnesota's 18-11 right now.
I had Minnesota up there and Detroit. I had up there. I think I had 3 teams making it from that division in the playoffs. I believe I had.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen now.
Yeah.
I mean,
I had the Tigers in there.
you might get 2 though.
So I got a little stat about that.
Willie had me drinking the Kool-Aid on them.
About the Tigers.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's a long
see what
season.
happens. It's a
Yeah.
long
Well,
season.
I mean, the Yankees
Long
have been the
season.
best team, and I'm telling you right now, they're not as good as they're playing.
No.
So I got a little stat about the last couple. We're talking about the game, Phillies and Mets, and the Guardians and the White Sox. So until last Thursday, teams entering the 9th down 6+ runs had lost 857 games in a row. Now the Guardians and the Mets have won games like that in the last 5 days. The first time in the modern era 2 road teams have done that in the same week in baseball.
In the modern era.
Yes.
So that's pretty much 1903 or 1900,
Yes,
whatever they're
yeah.
saying.
And then the other thing I heard too, it's the first time that both Los Angeles teams and both New York teams have been in first place this early in the season in a long time. I think there's a stat on that somewhere, but
The Angels are pretenders, I'm telling you too.
You believe the Angels are?
Yeah.
I think I had picked
They
them.
don't have enough pitching. I mean,
Yeah.
Ohtani, who knows how long he's going to hold up his arm, but he's been pitching well.
so more stats at Josh Naylor, who was with the Guardians, who kicked the crap out of the White Sox.
Yeah.
last night. First player in MLB history to hit 2 3+ run homers in the 9th inning or later in the same game. Holy crap!
What day was this? Was
yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yeah, who's throwing
And
in pitches?
you know who started somebody against us? The team we're playing in fantasy started Naylor against us. So, we're throwing out like, Schwarber, Reynolds, Jordan Alvarez, these guys. And he throws out Jerry Naylor and he puts up like 61 points or something.
Jerry Naylor. The name sounds like someone that should be selling like pans at 2 in the morning on infomercials.
And if you buy now,
No,
Jerry
it's-
Naylor
it's-
says this thing works on anything.
It's Josh Naylor.
Whatever. Josh, I'm sorry. Whatever his name is. That's Jerry's his dad.
Hey, and what did you guys read about that Dan Bellino apology to Bumgarner? Remember how he pretty much was fondling his hands?
yeah, the umpire did.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that.
So then he apologizes that he shouldn't have thrown him out for having foreign
Well,
substance.
he always said that he was told you should ump a game like your kids are watching, and he didn't do that. Bellino did. And that's why
So
he
he's
wanted
saying
to
he
apologize.
cheated.
No, he said I didn't go about it the right way.
That's cheating.
I shouldn't have tossed him.
Cheating.
I'm talking about the umpire.
He's cheating if he's apologizing after the game for not doing his job and not what he was supposed to do. He should be
Maybe
fine.
it's the way he went about it.
I don't care. That's unprofessional.
Let me see your hands, Ed. Let me come over here and check.
Yeah,
them real
you can
quick.
touch my hands all you want, but
Yeah, don't apologize.
yeah, don't apologize later.
What I saw him check, but what was said? Did like Baumgartner say something crappy back to him?
Well, because there was a pitch that was missed. I
No,
think,
but he looked at his hands and didn't say nothing, didn't like kick him out, and then he turned back and like I think Baumgartner said some crap to him, like where Baumgartner could have just walked away. Because I don't think he didn't throw him out until Baumgartner looked back at him after he checked his hands, which I think he took offense to, and then he threw him out. Right? That's what I thought I saw
So
in
he
the video.
he didn't throw him out for having a foreign substance.
No, he checked his hands and was just stared at him when he checked his hands, which he's just feeling for sticky stuff. I have a feeling, and I don't know. I don't know. You know, it's above my pay grade.
I just was told by somebody here not to check Ed's hands for sticky substance because he doesn't think it'd be pine tar.
It's yeah. You don't want to check my socks.
Who said that?
Adam.
I'm looking at that score. I know when I quit watching, the White Sox were up like 4-1 or something. Kopech was cruising, and I was like, I got to get some sleep. And I wake up and they lost 12-9. I'm like, what the hell happened? I was like, why did Kopech not get a win last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, he scored 11 runs after the 8th.
What's going on? Oh, there you go.
Am I reading this right? So, fewest losses in the first 100 starts in MLB history. Walker Buehler has 13.
In 100 starts. Yeah, but I bet he only has like 20-some wins. Nowadays, they don't get many wins anymore because they're only going 4 2/3 or, you know.
He has a
I'll look it up.
764 winning percentage.
764?
Yeah.
So, and how many losses? 13?
Yeah.
So
40.
That would be 40. Yeah, about 40, 41.
43, I think. Something like
Yeah,
that.
because 13 would be 667 if it was 39. I think that's how it. Let me look it up. What else we got going here?
And talking about those fewest losses. So Whitey Ford had 17, John Lester had 18, Lincecum 19, Juan Guzman 19, Dwight Gooden 19,
Never heard of any of those guys.
Ron Guidry 19, Rich Harden 20.
Rich Harden had a good start. Oh, he was a monster early in his career. And then his arm gave up. So Buehler's 44-14 right now.
Is that right?
Yep. So we were almost dead on.
Yeah.
He's had a good career, but like they don't. So he's only got 58 decisions in 100 games.
No,
Isn't that
I know. I was
crazy?
thinking about that today.
DeGrom's the same way. DeGrom's unhittable, strikes out 240 guys in a year and wins 7 games. You know, it's weird.
Yeah.
What was Warren Spahn through his first 100 games?
He probably had 105 decisions.
Walter Johnson.
And that was all in his first year. He threw 100 starts. Yeah, I'm gonna look up Warren Spahn just for fun to see like his stats compared. I don't know if we'll get the 100 games, but
So, do we
Oh my
want
God.
to bring Adam in?
Sure.
Talk about hockey?
What is he drinking? That's what I want to know.
Well, we're gonna hear it. What he's
Clink.
drinking. We got ice flying all over the place.
That's
and,
right.
yeah, he started after his second bottle of sangria. There was like ice rolling around the house.
I don't know if it was ice or a hot stone fell out. I wasn't sure after,
He got
out of his
after his
butthole.
yoga, so I don't know. So let's bring Adam in. Hey, Adam, what's up? How you doing?
Good. I'm just checking the game days from last week. Willie, you wearing the shirt?
What?
You wearing the same shirt?
No.
You
Am
might
I?
be.
He's checking the game tape. That's not.
Am I?
Ed had a Cheeto shirt on right last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Cheetos.
Yeah, Cheetos. So for sure, that's
Yeah.
not the right shirt.
That shirt was a shit.
What are we drinking today, Adam?
There is no such thing as alcohol.
It's all gone. Well, probably drank it all last week.
That's
You put that in your cup for work.
yes.
What is that you're drinking? What
Oh,
kind of beer
right
is it?
here.
Is that a beer?
Yes.
Apple juice.
What kind is it?
You have to guess.
Looks like a hazy IPA.
No. What do you put food in?
I don't know. Fruit salad?
Okay. Or a balance.
It's a bit.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
an,
yeah,
oh
yeah.
my God. Look, I got a whole orange in there. That's nice. I like it.
By the way, I hear
We hear you too.
No, I hear myself like
Oh, it's echoey.
You got to turn down your maybe phone or something, maybe, or computer volume, maybe.
All right. No, so yeah, that's all right. That's all right. I'll battle somehow.
So hockey, what going on? And what do you see in who was
I can't remember any of my picks from all the same area.
who was the team that was like favored? I can't remember who was the big
Avalanche. It swept up there. Already swept out the Predators.
So they moved on. Okay, we are actually have the Boston game on right now. Series tied to Carolina.
Yeah,
That's a pretty good lead. That might be over, possibly. We'll see. What other series is there going on still?
You got Tampa Bay, Toronto. What we're all talking about.
What's that series at?
2-2.
2-2, and then
Tampa Bay's winning right now.
Wow. And what's the other? What is there? Got to be one more series, right?
Oh, there's
a bunch of them.
Yeah, four more. Yeah.
Everything's pretty much at Rangers paying 3-1 Pittsburgh. Panthers, Capitals 2. Wild Blues 2, Oilers, Kings 2, and Flames and Stars 2.
So all it is a money making series. That's all it is.
Oh,
Keep
man,
it
they're
going up.
filling the stands.
Going to at least 6.
Well, they have to pay back that escrow. So.
Yeah, you're right. They got to get their COVID money back.
Right.
So
Is any other league do escrow?
I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
I don't think the NBA or anybody does that. I don't think. So explain what that is to everybody that doesn't know what that is.
Escrow. I don't know what really is that, but all I know is if a guy makes $10 million, percentage of his salary goes into an escrow account to go to hockey-related revenue losses or income losses.
Wow.
They got a terrible union hockey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, no other sport has that.
No. Here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna take 100% of your salary. You get 30%, 70% goes in a bucket, and then we're gonna spend it on hockey stuff.
Yeah.
We'll get you new blades and some new pucks.
We're gonna buy sticks and Zambonis with extra money.
Now that'll be the interesting next topic for their CBA rounds. When they did something with negotiation last time during COVID, they capped it at a certain percentage.
Okay.
But that will be probably the big hurdle. Is that health for their next CBA?
Oh, hell yeah.
Well,
just like we told the government, nothing's going back to normal after COVID.
No.
Everybody thought it was just going to go back to normal. Nope. $28 a gallon of gas. I just drove 600 miles in the last 2 days.
And that's the cheap stuff.
Yeah, no kidding.
So hockey escrow on contracts is 17.2%.
Ooh.
Wow. Well, it's less than taxes.
Well, they pay
Now, do they get any of that money back, like say in playoff money or?
Yeah, where's it go? Where does the escrow actually go? Like to make up for the teams losing money? Is that basically what you're saying?
Yes. If when that all now during COVID probably all went away. There was some debt that the players have to pay back for COVID because the owners lost all that money.
Wow.
Well, I guess if you want to keep playing hockey,
Yeah, I guess the only place to play NHL hockey is in the NHL.
Oh,
I guess
the Russian league's
$1
good.
million is give them $200,000 or $400,000 back, and
Yeah, because what are hockey like? What's the highest paid hockey player?
So I'm starting to look up.
Yeah,
right
I'd
now.
kind of be interested.
probably about. I bet you McDavid around 11 or 12.
So I'm looking at friend of the show, Joey Pavelski, and they're saying he's an old man. And
37 years old.
Yeah, he's 37. I think it says he's got a $21 million 3-year contract.
So $7 million a year
So $7 million a year
on average.
Oh yeah.
And he's an old man.
They have caps in hockey and stuff like the
Yes.
other sports? You have caps and are they hard caps? Like NFL
Yeah,
type caps?
yeah.
Okay. Not a basketball sign and trade type thing or a baseball, which just is a free for all.
That's why the Wings were so good for so long. They didn't have the
Oh.
cap. Illich would just spend all kinds
They-
of money,
they were
right?
Like the
Right,
49ers.
Adam?
They were like the 49ers.
Who do we need? We need some extra help on offense. We'll bring in Brett Hull, Luke Robitaille.
Well, they were like the 49ers and Cowboys
Yeah.
were in football when there
Dude,
was
it was
no cap. They kept
crazy.
grabbing guys and they were dynasties. That's what happened.
Hey-
So on I was just gonna say, Joey Pavelski's contract, $7 million a year. He's paying $1.2 million to this escrow account. That's a lot of cash.
Wow.
But that's got to be before taxes too. So I mean, so he's only going to be getting taxed on $5.8 million of his
So
contract.
maybe it's like so it kind
$7
of
million contract though. He's only bringing in, so that's 5.8. He's probably bringing in 3.5, maybe,
Well,
maybe, and then paying your agent another. What's an agent make?
8%,
7, 8.
7, 8 an agent probably. That's my guess.
Jesus.
Yeah, I would
Unless
think
you're
so.
Scott
So on a
Boras.
$7 million, he's bringing in probably actually into his pocket like 3, possibly. Wow.
It's crazy. So you're talking about your boy Joey Pavelski. Do you know that he is the oldest player in NHL history to score the game-winning goal in back-to-back games during a single playoff series?
No, I did not.
Yes.
He's a badass dude.
That guy's been chasing. He's chasing the cup, man.
Who's he play with right now?
Dallas.
No, he's with Panthers, isn't he?
I don't know. I thought he was with Dallas.
So Adam,
Oh, I'm on the wrong thing.
So are you still pretty comfortable? I believe you had, if I'm correct, Toronto and Colorado. You
I
still
hate
pretty confident
Toronto.
there, or you kind of?
I hate Toronto. I mean,
But
Toronto's
you thought they might get there.
yeah, I know, but I'm still confident Colorado. They already swept them out, so
Yeah.
I feel good about that. Maple Leafs are down 2-1 in game 5 in Toronto.
Okay.
So not feeling so good about that. But that's okay. I'd be happy if they lose. They're probably gripping their sticks so tight right now. They're like a whole maybe Garden or not Garden. It's Scotia Bay, whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah. I hope they lose.
So, Adam, did you have like any superstitions or things like that? You know, before you had your hockey games, something you did?
I'd get left to right when I put my left skate on first, then my right.
Okay.
Same thing. I put my left pad on, left out pad on right.
And the other thing I really was wondering too, what about any book throwings this week?
No book throw.
Oh yeah, no books this week.
No books.
Oh, okay.
Hey, have you seen that guy again?
I have not.
You must have scared the bejesus out of him.
Yeah,
Maybe you're on a hidden camera show. You're gonna find out about it eventually. They're testing you. They're testing you.
I'm just waiting for my royalty.
Did you have to sign a waiver?
Ashton Kutcher's like, we punked you.
I don't know if you noticed this, Adam. I think I mentioned it to you. What about the blowouts in all these games? I mean, it's either 6-2, 7-3. I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah. We were talking about that, and then I started thinking about it. There were blowouts, but then there was a game I believe it was Toronto, Tampa, where someone was up 3 or 4-0, then all of a sudden it's tie. And so I feel like this playoff compared to others, there's so much offensive power. Even though it's big spread, it's almost like the baseball. The offense is so good now, you're really never out of it.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
yeah, that's a good point actually.
So you don't want to. It's not like the unwritten rules of baseball here. Like run up the score. You're 3 goals up on us in the second. No, that ain't happening. It's playoffs.
Right.
Learn to play or shut your mouth.
And I think one part of it too, I mean, think of how many overtime games have you seen? The only one I remember so far is the Rangers and Penguins triple overtime. So I mean, that always. I mean, if you have a lot of overtime games, that means the game's really close, right?
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, guys can triple overtime game.
God, their beard probably grew an inch in that game.
Yeah. Is that Chris Chelios?
I wonder if tradition has changed in the because I know in like 2000. God, I want to say 8. The Wings and the Penguins went like 3 or 4 overtimes. They're talking about how they're just down in between the like second and third overtime to get calories.
Well, they could be on the bench warmers.
Yeah.
They're doing what?
Eating pizzas.
Eating pizzas. They're just trying to get calories that bad. That they're getting pizzas down in the room. I wonder if nutrition has changed.
Adam, you played hockey. Is there anything worse smelling than like the gloves on when you're playing like an overtime game and you take them off? The gloves are just reeking of sweat and they're just nasty.
No, I don't think the overtime games smell any worse. It's just that's how they smell.
Yeah, they do smell. I mean, you got to be wringing your underwear out in between periods. I'm not even joking.
Well, you want me to honest, I don't wear them.
Just a jock, no cup either.
I would. Yeah, there's a couple pictures of me running. I'm running on the track, but I don't think that Facebook group.
Mine was. I actually drew a bullseye on it, big red bullseye on my cup and jock.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, just to tempt people. Challenge them. I don't know how they got to see my jock, but it was the whole point. In the locker room, it's funny as shit.
Hey, here's a little tidbit for you. Do you know that the Panthers, they're the only team without a power play goal in the playoffs so far?
No, I did not.
They are. They're 0 for 13.
It's not a good start.
What's their series at right now? 2-2?
2-2, yeah. And they ranked 5th in the power play with 24.4 during the regular season from what I was reading.
So they got to be feeling good if they ever get their power play going. That's another goal. That's
another
goal a game.
They got to start making them up soon. Here, the average has to hit. That's why it's an average, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like a football game when you see a team. They march down the field and then they don't score. They march down the field, they don't score, and they get to throw a couple picks, and the other team, is up 3-0, and you're like, they're gonna get fucking run off this field once they get it straightened out.
It's a game-winning kick. Cody Parkey has missed like 4 kicks. 4 kicks.
I was going to say
it's about time.
Watch the Lions.
Yeah. Yeah, but you've been in those games too, where just nothing's going right. You look up at the board, and it's like the other team's only beating you by a little bit, and you're like, oh, we're gonna kill them then, because we're gonna straighten this shit out.
Adam, who won the ACHA Division I this year?
Lindenwood.
Did they really? That team out of St. Louis, right?
Yeah, but they're going NCAA Division I next year, so they had like a split season of Division I NCAA.
Oh, did they?
So what league are they going into or what
conference?
I think they're going in as independent.
Oh, okay.
How many independent teams are? Is there a handful?
Arizona State.
Okay.
Should know this.
So is there going to be? Do you think, in your opinion, and maybe say 5 years down the road, we're going to get probably some Southern colleges that are going to add to
that would be ideal for the game of hockey,
and then adding another conference essentially.
That would ideally would be if they could get a Pac-12. That would be ideal.
Nice.
To grow the game to 9 traditional hockey markets. And honestly, I just want an SEC league just to see the jerseys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It'd be or does Oregon have a team?
Yeah, Oregon.
They all have club teams.
No, that's not interesting. Yeah, I mean, I want to see like the SEC get a team, and 9 of the players have felonies.
Or how these guys started playing hockey down there.
Yeah, how you end up? Well, yeah, they be.
Austin Matthews.
I wonder how
that where he's
work
from?
out. Yeah, but you think that it would, if they get southern teams, like say like these southern areas, nice, warmer, they be competitive. Would that make these powerhouse college teams from the past? Would it take away from their power of getting players? Sure. Like, would it hurt their recruiting?
Well, probably not, because you're adding more players to the pot,
But I mean, would they get the best? I mean, would they get the guys that are great out of Minnesota over, or out of the East Coast or whatever?
No, those guys are still going to go to the big schools. You think?
Well, the question
for a while at least.
Yeah, because now NIL is legal. So,
but did you see that back now?
Yeah. Did you see that a couple weeks ago? Did you see the kid from Miami, Florida, the basketball player? And this is the problem you run into. He said unless the booster gives him more money, he's leaving.
All right, so what's going to happen with these
the
kids
booster can give him money. He was like getting $800,000 or $750, and the kid's like, I want more. And the booster's like, well, yeah, it was great, but take care. the booster said.
Jesus.
So basically, he was negotiating with the booster who was giving him money, which was legal now. So this is what you're putting your. Now this is the problem with it.
So I think
So he's there for his education, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
what's going to happen is these kids are going to have to sign contracts
Oh yeah.
with the universities, don't you think?
Or with the booster.
Or with the booster, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
well,
what I
you-
would do if I'm a booster. I want, and if you don't stay there 4 years, I want my money
I mean,
back.
Right.
here's the
That's
thing.
what's gonna start
I put a
happening.
stipulation. You can, if you leave, it has to go to the pros. You can't transfer. I'm not going to stop you from earning, but I get once you leave, I stop. Your money stops.
right.
But you can't leave because you're because the guy he wants to transfer to a different college. This kid.
The bottom of these
Why
are
is
good.
that? Why is the NFL 2 years in the NCAA, but basketball's one?
I think it's just the way they grow. And I actually NFL is 3 years because you can't leave till after your junior year,
Right.
right?
No.
Yeah, I believe it's after your junior year, right? Because remember, they tried leaving Claret and Mike Williams were after a sophomore year and they got stopped. I'm almost positive. Check that. I thought it was junior year. Which
I don't know. I think they can leave earlier. We would have seen sophomores in the draft.
Yeah. There's been the kid from Oklahoma or Ohio State, the quarterback. He's a sophomore.
Yeah, I think you got to play your 2 years.
You got 3. Yeah, you can't.
No,
you got to
can be a junior.
age. You have to be
Out
junior
of high
age.
school for at least 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. So
So you can
junior-
get a red shirt in 2 years.
Yeah, so you got to be 3 years out of high school. That's what it is. So
Okay.
maybe it's not necessarily a junior, but yeah, it would be a junior.
That's why
real.
there's juniors, because they're getting a red shirt and then they play 2 years. I gotcha. No, that makes sense.
I believe that was more of a. They're worried about these kids that they developed and stuff.
Well,
Well, playing in the NFL.
Well, Maurice Claret was very mature, and it worked out for him, right?
Yeah, it worked out great for him.
Getting a beer. All right.
No, I thought this is gonna be a little bit earlier. So Jordan's out of town. I'm having for myself.
Oh, it looks like you have a. Is that a thermometer?
It is.
What are you making?
Checking your butthole again.
Yep, it's done.
What'd you make? Chicken? You said.
Yes.
What kind of chicken?
Just in the oven.
Oven chicken.
Just
That's
trying
my
to stay
favorite.
Did you hear about the chips we have here? The wrap snacks.
No.
Little Boozy's Louisiana Heat.
So what kind of drink is that you're talking about?
The mint julep. Mint julep. It's mint leaves with sugar, syrup, bourbon, and little water.
Yeah, it's a lot better when you get towards the bottom. The top had a lot of bourbon in it.
Yeah,
Well,
it was poorly stirred.
It almost sounds like this. You ever had this?
Yukon Jack.
Yukon Jack.
Is it a flavored one or just straight Yukon Jack?
Straight Yukon.
Oh,
Yukon.
yeah, everybody
Bob
says
Lorenzo,
that.
my buddy Bob drinks that.
That's
Yeah,
good,
it's
good.
really sweet.
I got like a gallon of it, I think, at my house.
But that might work for me.
Just
It's
run around
already,
and
it's already
smoke.
sweet. Yeah.
I don't know what to do with it because I don't drink whiskey or Jack or any of that.
Yukon Jack?
I think it's Yukon. It's a yellow label.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I got.
Bob
It's,
drinks that.
dude, it's like in a gallon. I'll give it to Bob next time I see him. I got like a gallon.
I don't know if he drinks that at home.
I don't know
know
where
he
I
drinks
got
that.
it.
That's a shot he drinks. If he gets a shot, I'm like, ugh. It's
Wild-
very sugary.
Wild turkey's not taken or ugh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Bad.
We drank some really shit liquors when we were younger. We didn't have all this fancy stuff now, these White Claws and all this. It was Mad Dog or
Mad Dog or
liquor.
all kinds of Steel Reserve.
Oh, you
or
get, you get that.
Mickey's malt liquor.
What was the minty stuff? You could get the Dr. McGillicuddy's,
Oh, yeah.
but there wasn't. You didn't get all these different shots and fireballs, and you were pretty stuck with.
Malort? Did you have Malort?
No, that's pretty new.
No.
Malort. Ugh.
Oh, nobody would drink. You know what? That's what they should do is hand out a bottle of Malort to some high school seniors. They'll never drink again.
Right.
Seriously.
There'll be that one mic in there, though.
They'll like it.
Yeah. Drink up, Johnny. Here's some Malort.
Drink up, Johnny.
Have you ever thrown up Malort, Mike?
Throwing it up? No, never.
Oh, God.
Nope.
That's good.
Why? I don't.
Twice.
Willie, you don't throw up though from drinking, do you?
No.
I mean, a few times. I'm guessing.
When I turned 25, I did once.
Sounds like one of those songs.
25 is the new 21 back then.
I drank probably, I don't know, every drink that was put in front of me for like an hour and a half. And I'm like,
So how's that different than the last Wednesday?
Last Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Willie's got like one of the, what do they call that? Not an iron lung, iron liver.
Iron liver. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
He has an iron something.
It's like it's like the cooling rods at Chernobyl. You know, it's just down there. Just as long as you keep it underwater, you're safe.
You're all right.
You're fine.
Definitely.
Oh, the rods are exposed. He's gonna blow.
It's gonna blow.
So,
Yeah.
Willie, do you have any dad jokes?
You know what? I don't.
Oh, thank
I
God.
don't.
I just have to ask. Be nice.
I don't. But I do have some.
It's in his
this,
contract.
This
so I have
day in
to ask.
sports history.
Okay, go ahead with sports history.
This day in sports history, 1967, Hank Aaron hit his only inside the park home run. Guess who it was against? It was against the Phillies.
Well,
But no, but guess what pitcher?
Steve Carlton.
I was gonna say Jim Bunning.
There you go.
Oh, Jim Bunny.
That's what I was gonna. Yeah, right off the bat when you said Phillies.
1970, Atlanta Braves Hoyt Wilhelm pitches his 1,000th game, loses to the Cards 6-5. 1,000 games he pitched.
Yeah, he was.
He was only in the league for 4 years.
No, he was like throwing like 80, 90 games some of those years because
Right.
they were like throwing him out of the bullpen. He was starting. It was crazy.
The good old days. I like it.
Right?
Yeah.
1970, the Stanley Cup Final, Boston Garden. Bobby Orr scores the famous overtime winner as Boston beats St. Louis 4-3 for 4 zips series sweep. Then I think that was the first year that the Blues was in the league, and they hadn't been in it again since they won a couple years ago when they won the Stanley Cup. So
how's that old Tragically Hip song go? I thought it was if there's a goal that everyone remembers, it was back in old 72. I thought that was that an Orr goal in 72 also?
must maybe.
I got a question for you. Yeah.
You know the Tragically Hip, right, Adam?
No.
You got all those hockey songs? Oh my God.
Maybe-
Everybody's
maybe-
named Gord in the band.
All right, I got a question for you. Who is the most overpaid athlete on a very short sample size or game? Who's been given the most amount of money from a single game or small sample size games?
Oh, for not playing a lot.
And then just menopause.
I'm gonna say Deshaun Watson for the amount.
Maybe he's gonna play again eventually.
What about
You're saying like a guy got a big contract and didn't play it in many games?
Greg Oden?
Yeah.
How
That was
about,
a
how
great-
about Jim McElvain?
McElvain, that's a great one too. Basketball's got to have a ton of them.
Yeah.
All right, who's the guy? I can't remember his name. He was a Packers backup quarterback. And he played the Lions when Rodgers
Flynn.
was gone.
Matt Flynn.
Matt
Yep.
Flynn, yeah.
Flynn,
Yeah.
Had that big deal from when Russell Wilson took his job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seahawks.
That's how it should be, though. I mean, obviously, if some guy comes in and he outplays you, he should get the job.
As a case of rookie contract, big contract, doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Still eating up the same amount of money.
Yeah.
He's probably eating up less than most teams anyway at that point.
I have no
Well,
problem with that guy. You don't. That job's not given to you. You got to
No.
earn it.
And Seattle had a proven backup.
Yep.
So they were paying their backup starter money, but they were paying their starter backup money.
Yeah.
That didn't matter.
Yeah, Willie.
So to continue, in 1991, Oakland A's Jose Canseco is seen leaving singer Madonna's apartment.
Jesus.
We talk,
Oh,
Talk about would they make a couple fish tacos?
Yeah.
You know what's funny though is I kind of hung around a little bit back. I mean, I was a kid, but with Ozzie Canseco, his twin brother.
Did you?
Yeah, he was still in A ball, and he liked hanging around the kids after the games and stuff. And he was a nice guy.
I still remember this story about Jose. I got a story about Jose Canseco, and it's not like I met him on my team, but one time we were working in, I think we were out in New Jersey, I believe it was. And we were working, and it was, doing some stuff outside, and it was, weather was whatever. It was decent, but had to use the bathroom. So I went to use the bathroom, and there was some reading material sitting next to the toilet. So I check it out. It was like a program for like some minor league team in the area, and I'm looking through. Jose was on the team. It was like years after he played
Yeah.
MLB. It was like some independent league team or something.
Yeah, he
I was
played for a few
"What
years
the
after-
hell? Yeah,
That's crazy.
Ricky Henderson played until he was like almost 50.
yeah.
Those guys just love playing. I mean,
Because Ricky Henderson liked playing baseball. He'd say it that way.
Ricky loved playing.
Ricky liked playing baseball.
Yeah.
That's how Ricky would say it.
Yeah, those Jose Canseco. I mean, and everybody forgets he turned baseball upside down by telling the truth.
Oh yeah, he sure did.
Yeah.
And they hated it, and they rang him up and tried to impeach him twice. And
Baseball, someone hasn't. They never apologize to nobody.
no, he never got an
Yeah.
apology, and he was
Probably even
100%
Sosa and
right.
McGuire for using them to the spot they got, and then
Oh,
they
it's
used
sad.
them, and you can't. Now you're a big drug steroid. You ruined the game.
Yeah.
They saved the game.
Yep.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah,
We
you
talk
don't
about it all
remember,
the time.
Adam. You were just a child back then.
So Adam, did you make a whole chicken or did you just make parts of a chicken?
Just frozen chickens.
What are you having with it?
Some leftover rice and frozen vegetables. It's hard time down here.
You know what you do? You add a little bit of chicken broth to that rice and a little, so take some chicken broth and put it in some boiling water, then pour it over that rice. It'll soften it right up and give it, tastes like rice-a-roni.
Oh, Toronto scored.
Toronto scored.
A tour of my fridge, freezer, and cabinets. You would think I couldn't last 2 more days.
So when the missus is gone, you starve.
Yes.
If the shit ever hits the fan, Adam's starving within a day.
I do my MRE box out. Back
MREs, yeah, there you go.
A little far away.
You still got some? You got your bug out area?
I just got to make it.
You got a bug out? You got a bug out bag and some stuff hidden?
I
don't want to say. I shouldn't say it.
Because what I may have be illegal.
Yeah. Yeah. I sent the guys a thing about how I was pre-gaming today for the show.
Yeah.
Now,
Lots of
lots
of guns.
Illegal in Chicago. I think I have a Nerf gun illegal.
Right.
Depends what size the Nerf bullets are.
That's true.
There's a length law.
Unless you're breaking into a jewelry store or carjacking people, then guns aren't illegal down there.
Yeah.
Or throwing books at people.
Or throwing Bibles. It was a Bible, so.
Was it a Bible then?
Yeah, he said it was Bible, right? Yeah.
You still have it?
No.
I could
I let
picture.
him pick it up, and I was hoping he probably picked up and read it.
There you go. Yeah.
I could picture it was like one of those Harry Potter ones, and he's just throwing it at you. I'm sick of this shit.
Thought you were Harry Potter.
You're Hermione.
You have your glasses on, your smart glasses?
No, I didn't.
He does. So when we continue with this day in sports,
Oh,
history-
yeah.
Whatever happened to that?
We got sidetracked.
So in 1993, Bill Walton was inducted to the National Basketball Hall of Fame.
He's terrible, though.
Yeah,
What are the chances?
terrible. And then
You bring up Bill Walton earlier. I brought up Joey Pavelski, and he had stuff on both of them.
right.
You got a lot of notes there.
1997, the Cubs turned baseball's
Toronto
60th.
just scored back-to-back goals.
Yep.
Holy
Wow.
crap.
Unassisted triple
Your,
play.
your favorite.
Willie, do you work? Do you just get on the computer at work and research all it?
No, I do a little research.
He does while he's driving.
Lunch. I got lunch. And then the last time I think this guy's been relevant, in 2015, Ricky Fowler won the Players Championship at TPC at Sawgrass.
He's a guy that's got
Just
got
kinda-
the yips.
Yeah.
Yes.
Although he's
big
still
time.
better than probably 95% of people in the country, but he's
Right.
still got
Yeah, but he's not as good as
For a
those,
pro.
those pros
pro
are.
yips.
Yeah, that's crazy. Whatever is there any information on why he's not winning? Like, did he go through a bad
He's
divorce?
He's
or
working on his game. I saw.
Nah, I think he's just
it's
struggling,
all
yeah.
struggle.
Yeah.
Huh.
But he has that great brain. He makes so much money off of those orange shirts.
Yeah, and what Puma? Wasn't he with
Puma.
Puma?
He
Yeah.
still
Still
is.
is.
He's
Yeah.
still with
He
Puma.
rocks all Puma all the time.
Yeah, good for him.
Got some birthdays,
Who
guys.
won the soccer game?
3-0 Red Devils.
Oh.
Did you?
I'm changing my pick. I think Ricky Fowler's the most overpaid guy.
Yeah, but for him, it's not sponsor wise, but to get
Yeah.
paid, he has to actually win. So
Yeah,
but he
and-
does. He gets sponsorship.
And you can't include sponsorship in that stuff because that's a different job.
Yeah.
You're representing a product. So I
There's
mean,
no escrow on that.
I would like to add real quick. Does anybody know the score of the 76ers game?
What was it? We turned it up.
115 to 81. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
who's winning?
Oh, but he
heated up by
was up by
30.
20 before.
yeah, they're-
So
yeah.
killing him.
By look your eye, by look the way you said it, I knew it was worse.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just
I thought you were
amazed.
telling me that
I thought it was
the,
gonna switch. I thought it flipped her.
Sixers came back.
Sixers are up by
They came back and was down 40.
yeah, I was like, well, there's no way they came back, so I'm guessing this is going the wrong way fast.
Embiid put a different mask on. It was a Green Lantern.
It was a Batman.
I'm Batman.
It was Zorro.
Jesus.
Willie, is it the Leafs here?
I think it's the
Oh.
Leafs. It's the Leafs.
Adam's on the phone with us. Adam's the winner we saw him play hockey the one time.
Yep. I have a puck upstairs.
Oh yeah, he's got a puck from that. Yeah.
Adam, you gave a kid a nice quick puck. You sick kid.
Look at-
Did I hear that wrong or what?
No, did you get it from the?
No, I think it went over the glass.
It got hit in the stands.
Yeah.
And he
Oh,
grabbed it.
nice.
Yeah.
I took it in the face like a real man.
That's always cool. It's like, I watched that Kerry Wood 20 strikeout game because I can't resist when it pops up on YouTube.
Yeah.
And he's like, I went and see Nolan Ryan's, I think it was Nolan Ryan's last no-hitter or whatever. Or I think it was. And he's like, I caught a ball in BP before the game. I was 11 years old. I was all,
Kerry Wood said that?
Yeah. He was a fan.
Yeah.
You see a lot of these guys aren't fans. He's a fan.
Oh yeah.
That's what's great.
I think baseball you get that more with than most sports.
But like Sandberg, and like Robin Yount, those guys like never even saw Major League Baseball game before they played.
Really?
Yeah. They weren't baseball fans. They probably, I mean, maybe now they are, but there's a lot of
Well,
kids.
now they're goodwill ambassadors.
Yeah.
I know that
They
means,
are.
But
I guess some
what's your-
birthdays, guys.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
Willie.
All right, so
guess the age.
well, I'm gonna just do three of them. We're not gonna do ages because I don't know. Pat Summerall.
Dead.
I know, but he was born on this day.
So I bet he'd be 93.
91.
Look up, Jace. Look at Pat Summerall.
Yeah.
82.
How old would he be, or how would it? What
Well,
year is he born?
He
Oh,
died in
1930.
when he died in 2013. He was 82.
So
91.
10 years almost. 92.
92.
So 10 years.
No, 82. He was when he died.
So
He died in
he'd be
2013.
92 right now. 92.
Yeah.
Yeah, 92.
Fred Astaire.
Oh, jeez.
112.
What
Who
year
is that?
He's a
dancer?
And then John Wilkes
Oh, no.
Booth.
John Wilkes Booth.
Wow.
Oh, wait. No, I'm gonna let's guess John Wilkes Booth. Let's do it.
Okay,
So yeah, let me get my pen. Hold on, we're guessing this.
Yeah, I'm in on this. So hold on. Maybe. So hold on. Get your do. Nobody says anything till let's write our answers down and be honest, Adam. But write your answer down, Adam.
I have when he was born here. and-
Okay.
Hold on.
Don't tell us.
So I gotta
Oh, say one.
don't say it.
Oh, okay.
Give us a chance here. I gotta.
A lot of quiet here. You can't have quiet.
Yeah, we're doing
Okay. I got my guess. I wrote it down.
I have it on my calculator.
Okay, I got
Okay.
mine written down.
Okay, go ahead, Jace. When was he born?
1838.
Yeah, what would it make him?
At his death age, he was 26, which was 1865.
I had it.
Close. Just do what year was he born?
1838.
Do 2022
Minus
minus
1830.
1838.
187.
184.
Oh, I had one. I meant 187. I had 187.
Okay.
What'd you have?
185. I was off by one. What'd you
have, Adam?
I was 227.
167. I got.
Okay.
One year I was off. Wait. No. But his birthday might be. When was his birthday when he died?
When was his birthday? What's his birth date?
I'll look his birthday.
John
Born May 10.
I was dead on.
Ed wins the dead man's date birthday party.
Hey, question.
Yes. What's your question?
He's the one who killed Lincoln, right?
Yes.
See, I was trying to calculate presidency.
He's like, what the hell's going on here?
He's a big play guy.
So he was young. He was young when he killed Lincoln.
26. He was like
he got killed right at. He got killed after that.
They found him about a week after.
Yeah.
And they killed.
It took him a little while to
executed him.
find him. He was, and that's why you ever hear like your name is Mud, because Dr. Mudd was who fixed supposedly set his leg because he broke it when he jumped. He shot
jumped.
Lincoln in the head, jumped out of the thing onto the stage, and broke his leg.
Did the
They were like, this would have been like, say, Tom Cruise shooting the president.
Oh, really?
He was like a big name actor. Him and his brother.
Yeah, Edwin Booth.
Yeah,
It's
they were like
profiled.
big time actors. But but they were also big time segregationalists. I think it was segregationists,
Well,
right?
Yeah, that's
he
why.
owned
That's why.
slaves.
That's why. It
Yeah.
killed, that's why. That's why. It
Yeah.
killed Lincoln.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I got some other birthdays here. Guess the age. Chris Berman.
69. I'm not being funny.
I'm gonna say 71.
I'm looking.
I'm gonna go with
67.
Yep.
What'd you say?
Adam.
I said 60.
60. What'd you say?
67.
67 years.
Okay.
Oh, I just like you.
Ronnie
What is it?
Cycli.
67?
67 he was. Yes, 67.
Oh, okay.
Ronnie Cycli. I'm gonna guess
Who is that?
54. Basketball player.
Oh, was he good?
Played for the Cuse.
I would say 56.
What do you got, Adam?
I don't know basketball.
He was on that 87 team, wasn't he?
So what is it?
57.
What did I say?
Jesus. I said 55. You said
I thought you said
54.
No, I said 50. I thought. What did I say?
I thought you said 56.
I gotta write these
Oh,
down. Whatever.
yeah.
What none of us got in the head.
Yeah,
I
no,
would just like to say I did not know Al Michaels was 77.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, you ruined it.
Oh, that's his birthday today. 77.
Bono. Bono's birthday's today. How old is that cat?
I'm gonna say he is 60. On the head.
Oh, God, he was pretty big in the 80s. So,
Sonny Bono or Bono from U2?
Chaz Bono. Let's see. Jeez, he's.
Huh?
Come on.
I'm going to say 61.
Come on, this ain't Price Ray. Can't go one over me. What do you got? What do you got?
I'll go 60 then.
He said 62.
62.
Ding.
He stole it.
And the price is
Wrong. Last one. Rapper Young MC.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh,
yes.
3-3.
A live rapper? What?
Yeah. No, I saw him.
I know.
He was entertaining.
I know.
Gilbert from Milli Vanilli.
Really?
He did, but he was better than Milli Vanilli because he's saying
You only had to pay for half your. Did you pay half with Monopoly money?
No, I sang just as good as they did that night. Young MC, I'm gonna say he is 54.
I have no idea how old he is. I don't even know.
Adam, Young MC, what do you think?
You'd have to play a song.
Yeah, what's his
What's his
song?
age?
His age is 55.
Ooh, you're dead on.
He sang that song.
Bust a Move.
Bust a Move.
Oh yeah, that's
You got it.
You want it.
Still don't know the song.
You got it, baby. You want it.
Bust a
song.
Move.
I feel like that was the backup singer.
That was Milli Vanilli part.
Oh, I want to change my good for the day.
Yeah.
Britney Spears took naked photos and posted them on something.
She's pregnant now, isn't she?
Yeah, but she was like all upset and posted naked photos.
She's got something wrong with her.
Yeah, she's not here.
No, she's like got a screw
Yeah,
loose. I think
she's got
I feel bad for her because something really is.
No, she's got problems.
I think, and her family didn't help her. At
And
all.
how many times have I said this on this show? Britney Spears is probably one of the only celebrities any of us could hook up with, as long as like somebody wasn't guarding her at the time. Like,
Wow.
no, I'm serious.
Just
Like,
like you talk to her, start talking.
no,
to her
if
and
we
hang out
walked
with her.
into like a hotel and she just happened to be sitting there at the bar, and you start talking to her, you're banging her.
No.
Oh, I'm guaranteeing it. She is insane.
She
And
scares
showing that picture goes, check this out.
Check this out.
You haven't listened to our podcast?
You play football, yeah. When he was Campbell.
Earl Campbell.
They call me the Texas Rose.
Bitch, let's go to my room.
No, I do want to bring this up. I just came to my head. I saw an article today, and Ed is a psychic. Okay, and Ed is a psychic because the article's headline was, "The NFL receiver is going the way of the running back."
No way.
Yes, it did.
I told you.
Yes,
I've
it
been
did.
saying it for 2 years.
Yes, it did. Yep.
There's just too many of them that are good now. It's the same thing with running backs. It's not that running backs suck now. There's just so many
4
good
years.
ones.
You're plugging it behind a good line. They can play.
I'm telling you, it's going to happen with the.
And now
And there's going to be guys. There's going to be anomalies like
you'll have
no
yours.
different than like Adrian Peterson or Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Those guys are exceptional. Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
Oh, but what's the point of spending like money on Ezekiel or Saquon?
Yeah.
What's the point?
Yeah.
Or even McCaffrey.
Yeah. Well,
They
injuries.
get
though, those
they
guys
get beat
hurt.
up.
Yeah.
Just keep replacing them every 2 years.
Yeah.
watch out for a Debo Samuel signing possibly. He followed the 49ers back on Instagram and Twitter, and he added all his pictures back.
I'm already
God,
getting,
I can sleep tonight now.
I'm already getting tired of
I
this
can sleep
stuff.
tonight.
Yeah, the Ukraine is safe and Debo might sign. Jeez.
And inflation will get better.
That ain't happening.
And
Debo's got a better chance of signing tonight.
I believe
And your
that.
chicken's getting cold.
Well,
huh?
that's why he needs all the money. 'cause he has to pay for
I'm
gas.
gonna go eat. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go to bed.
California,
Are you out
especially.
here?
Yeah, I gotta eat.
Okay,
Well,
Adam.
something.
Hey, we'll talk to you soon again. We'll talk to you as it gets closer. Maybe
Yes,
a couple
by the
weeks.
way,
Yep, Tampa just scored.
Oh, Tampa scared.
Gonna be a good finish.
This is awesome.
Yes, it is.
Okay, Adam. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you in a few weeks.
It's always a good
Yeah,
finish.
Take care.
See you later.
Take care.
And you were doing this day in history, but I need to mention today, I actually heard this is Fentanyl Awareness Week or Day. Fentanyl Awareness Day. So everybody dress up as a chemist and we'll take our fentanyl in Mexico and put it in backpacks and we can bring it back across the border in the United States. That's what happens.
Just be aware.
Yeah, just be
I
aware.
thought it went up your butt in a little bag.
It might. Well, you don't. I will tell you what. You don't want to do that with fentanyl.
No, yeah, stuff you touching it can kill you.
Yeah,
Right.
you don't have to. It's crazy.
Through your skin.
Isn't
I'm
that
going
like
to tell you, if
even
I seen some, I was up in Eau Claire this morning and there were two crackhead people in front of us, smoking like crazy. It's like, or meth probably they were. If one of them would have fell on the ground, there was no way I was going out there and helping them with
That's your dad
CPR.
and Critter. Why don't you help him?
It's like, they're in diabetic comas.
Mountain Dew and donuts.
We did. I had Mountain
Critter,
Dew.
what are you doing?
Hey, look, they got no teeth.
Those are-
Your dad's like, just kick some dirt on him. He'll be fine.
yeah. Grab the Glazers, kick some dirt.
Wait, quick, give him a spicy chicken to neutralize it.
It's like I go to Quick Trip. It's like I gotta grab a donut or one of the Rice Krispie squares because the spicy chicken's too hot.
Gotta counteract it before you
Oh my god!
have a heart attack.
Yeah, heart attack. Oh, give me a piece of lettuce. It's like,
That'll save him. Give him lettuce. Give him lettuce. What are you doing with that? Just wipe my mouth.
I'm not gonna waste a napkin.
I'm not gonna fill up on this stuff. Give me another spicy chicken.
Napkins go in the landfill. We don't want that.
Rabbits can eat this. Oh, that's good stuff right there. That's why we do the show. right
Yeah,
there.
that's the only reason.
That's the only reason we do it. To talk about Quick Trip. Okay, so let's do that real quick. Favorite thing to get a Quick Trip. What's your favorite thing to get a Quick Trip? Will you go there ever?
Gas, no.
You never get anything there?
No, I occasionally do. No, you know what I got? You know, I did get something.
He's been censored.
Even I haven't
So
gotten
I did get
censored.
something.
The Ministry
I
of
got-
Truth is here.
I got the mini tacos.
I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
someone
yes.
said they're really good.
They're good. Awesome.
Did you have their
Are they good?
I haven't tried them. They're new though. I've seen them.
I
They're
haven't
new.
had
They're
them.
new ones.
also they have pickle chips sometimes.
Yeah,
Really?
I've seen that. Yep.
Like deep fried
damn.
pickles, and their buffalo wings are good, and their barbecue wings.
You know
I
what?
got barbecue wings.
You know what I-
Santa gets the buffalo; they were good.
You know what I did the other day? I stopped and grabbed. They get like 4 burgers. They're already pre-patted.
Oh, I think Jenny bought those one time.
You just throw them on the grill.
Yeah.
Dude, they're
were
legit
stout.
way better than
Yeah.
frozen. Way
They were
better, and
stout.
they were probably about a quarter more a burger.
You got the app.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Every once in a while, I'll check. They got a special. I go in there. I've done it recently, but every time like it was a special on bananas, like free.
Oh yeah.
I'll go get them.
Oh,
I'll go grab them. Whatever.
also new. I've seen today. You can customize any pizza now there, and they'll make it for
Yeah.
you.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Today.
Well, you can order.
I was
on
in
the
Quick
app.
Trips today.
You can order in the app and pick it
Yeah.
up.
Go get this one right now.
You can order one. I can go pick it up. But that's what you can customize any pizza starting today, and they make it for you now.
Okay, we're gonna test this theory.
Let's do it.
I want to order a pizza from Quick Trip right now. You guys,
I seen it on Instagram.
we could eat it while we watch.
Sausage for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Tube or patty?
You looked at me like we were like,
You didn't get. You're like, oh, I didn't know what I said.
we're getting sausage.
Uh,
Oh my god. You guys see there's a new
Carry
MacGyver
out?
coming out?
MacGruber. Oh.
No, MacGyver.
Really?
Yeah, it looks pretty shitty, but yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but I was just noticed that.
Okay, so we're gonna.
Oh wait.
So on this day in 1989, Michael Jordan takes 3 days ago. I'm sorry, 3 days ago, on this day in 1989, Michael Jordan takes the shot the buzzer beating jumper
In
over
Utah?
Craig Elo.
The shot of
Oh,
no?
that was the one. That was the one. Yeah, coming across the base.
Is that the one that
Is that
you
the-
see like all the time?
Yeah,
That's the one where he does
With,
the
no,
thing.
that's Brian
like
Russell.
they shot it from the base.
Craig Elo was.
It's from shot from the baseline
No,
on the
it's,
other end.
it's shot from the free throw line.
No, but that's like the
yeah,
camera angles
the
from the
camera,
baseline.
and he
Yeah.
shoots it in midair and he floats.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
I don't see you can order. It doesn't say you can. Oh, yeah, you only can choose certain ones from.
You
here.
can't customize that one yet.
Not here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can
Wow.
still get one.
Hell.
I can go pick it up. Yeah, I don't care. Just give me a little.
Tell them
snap
to
too.
cook it too.
Yeah, they will.
Oh yeah, let's
yeah.
do it.
It'll be ready in 5 minutes.
Oh,
We'll
that's
just get a regular.
nice.
We'll just get a regular.
There's no
crust.
quick trips to my neighborhood yet. You guys already got 2.
They're gonna bake it for us. Let's get sausage pepperoni. Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah, that sounds
And you
great.
got to start protesting to tear down the church and build a quick trip.
I agree.
What else do we want?
As an atheist, I prefer pizza over God.
What do you want, Jace?
Yes. Sandwich, spicy chicken, or yeah. Oh, did you see they also have Parmesan garlic wings there now?
Oh, do they?
Oh my God, that place is the best restaurant in town.
Their wings are better than Buffalo
I
Wild
went there
Wings.
twice today.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be going there
Hey, did you
tomorrow
see they're
morning.
putting up a Buffalo Wild Wings?
Oh,
just
yes. Takeout by
just takeout right
uh-huh.
Yeah.
by the old Ace.
Yeah, just takeout. You
Like-
order.
on 75th Street there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where
So
it's
you
at.
order wings
Where
and
it's
pick
at
it up.
Just like
Hellhole.
so, like Wingstop.
They're
Yep.
trying. They're smart. It's a
But
smart
B Dub's
concept.
wings aren't as good.
Because you're right, but the thing about lately Wingstop going, I mean
Buffalo Wild
BW3s, it takes forever.
Mhm.
Really,
Yeah,
I haven't
They-
been
they
there
don't
in a
have
couple
enough.
of years.
They don't have enough workers, and it seems like they always start running out of stuff because they're always doing more carry out. But
Yeah,
that,
they were
that
even do-
area kind of sucks right now because it's one lane.
I know when I worked in
But
Stevens
they-
Point a
you
few
can't
years
order
back.
spicy chicken. You can get a normal chicken.
Yeah,
That's what we used to do, carry out rather than sit in the restaurant. We just go pick it up. It's so much easier.
Spicy.
yeah,
deluxe
that's why I like Wingstop though.
I love
chicken. Oh, they have a
Wingstop.
spicy.
No,
I
do it. Yeah,
You get the boneless wings.
I get boneless,
So do I.
barbecue, and I'll do Parmesan
You want to
garlic.
see if anybody else wants?
You like the
anything else?
barbecue as well?
Yeah, I like barbecue.
And Parmesan, that's the same thing I
I
get.
want to try the Cajun rub next time
Oh,
because I'm
okay.
I like Cajun stuff. and I
At
wanna
where?
try it at Wingstop. It's just
That-
a
you know
rub.
what? That was friend of the show, Blade's favorite
The
Cajun rub.
Cajun rub. He
Yeah.
loved that.
I'm wearing his
Yeah, it
hat
was
right
pretty
now.
good.
I wanna try the
Although
Cajun
sometimes
fries.
Cajun rub I liked it, but it would stay like it would get oily at the bottom.
Yeah,
It
that's-
wasn't
because I
like
think
just
probably-
a sauce. It would get oily because
They might have to put oil on
it's
it.
an
or
oil
something.
sauce.
Yeah,
or
if I go
something.
to B Dubs, I know we always got dry rub because the Parmesan garlic you'll burp up for days.
I
yeah,
know Amber.
They're great, but
Well,
and
Parmesan
Amber likes to
garlic-
dry rub you too, right?
oh
The
no,
Parmesan
I
garlic-
like that. She doesn't.
The Parmesan garlic at Buffalo Wild Wings, it's way too thick.
Yeah.
Like
you,
the
you get
one
way
at,
too much blue cheese.
The one at Wingstop, it's actual garlic with Parmesan melted together.
Yeah,
I'm not a big garlic Parmesan guy at all.
I'm gonna tell you the best one at B Dubs. My favorite is the mango habanero.
I agree.
But man, you can't eat many. They're hot.
They get burned. You cut them and you have to put them out. Don't let them touch your lips.
Oh my god, but they are delicious.
Yes.
Remember, I got that one time we were up in Fondy. I didn't order it. I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared for Asian Zing, and I got this.
That was that dancer's name.
That's the lady with the plates.
That's right.
Agency. What'd you get?
What you said, that mango habanero.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sitting there eating. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, it
Holy
takes
crap.
a little second because the mango, you're like, oh, it's so sweet.
But they're good.
Oh, but it's
But if you want to do something without which the Hawaiian ones
that's what Amber gets.
at
Wingstop.
Wingstop are
Yeah.
solid. They're the,
That's
non,
what she
the
gets.
non-spicy version. They are pretty good. If you just want to go light one
Yeah,
night,
because they got the pineapple and
yeah,
stuff in
the
there.
flavor. Yeah, it tastes good.
Yeah, I mean, we could sit here and talk about Wingstop all day. We do. I mean, we don't even have kids, and we hit Wingstop probably maybe once a month. I mean, it's pretty. That's a lot for us. We don't go out that often.
Yeah.
But I like Wingstop.
Let's see if this works.
All right.
Let's we could probably okay, go ahead.
3 days ago, the greatest home run in MLB history happened 6 years ago.
The greatest. What do you mean by greatest home run?
He was a pitcher for the New York Mets. Little beefy.
Yeah, Bartolo.
Bartolo Colon, his home run that one he hit.
Oh yeah, I think it took him like 2.5 minutes to round the bases.
Yes.
And he was running.
Yeah. Full sprint because someone.
Well, did you see Acuna hit the home run when he came back? And he went down. He hit it and fell down on the plate. And you could hear the whole stadium go because he just got back, but he hit like a 428-foot bomb or something. He was fine. He just lost his balance. Oh, you guys know it takes balls to compete in women's sports nowadays, right?
That dad joke.
I think I did that one already.
You may have, but it made me laugh again. So I don't know. You got any trivia, Willie? Or no, you did everything. Dad jokes. You didn't have no dad jokes.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Any other tidbits you guys have?
I
Go ahead.
don't know. I was going to say it's been 2 years of trickle down misery.
There you go. Yeah.
Inflation, high gas prices,
Yeah.
baby food formula shortages or
Right, 'cause-
whatever.
yeah, it's like-
yeah, you're going to have to deal with that, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
And they're warning you not to make your own because people try making their own. They say it's not good.
Well, you got no choice.
You better.
So I don't know. I talked about this today, and what they're saying is get some baby formula and cut it like with water, 5 to 1 ratio.
Oh,
That's
really
what they're
saying. How are they having? Why are they having shortages?
Because they had to close down a factory in Michigan because they weren't meeting because a couple babies, I guess, died from the formula that was made
what
there.
a coincidence. Right when we get shortages of everything else. Just Well, we got a lot of toilet paper now.
Yeah.
Toilet paper and 9mm shells are everywhere.
And water. You can still get water.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how long that lasts. There's shortages in California right now, that too. Yeah, but there's been a lot of baby I'm a 50-year-old man without kids, so I don't know anything about
Hey, what
that
about all
stuff.
the dead bodies being found in Lake Mead?
What? I didn't hear this.
Oh yeah, since the water level
Yeah,
has
it's
gone
going
down,
down.
So they found a couple barrels and they found some.
Oh, it's from Vegas?
Yeah.
In the back in the day?
Yeah.
You ever been to Lake Mead?
Yeah.
It's cool as shit.
It is very cool.
Is it neat?
Yeah. Didn't you go to Hoover Dam when you were down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, right there, that lake.
Oh, that's like neat. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, if you head north of the dam, you can actually, if you come from Las Vegas, you come from?
Yeah, we were going to, so we went.
Oh, yeah. Right after you go off the dam, you head north, get off the highway, and there's a road that goes right up. It's cool looking.
Okay.
Because it's dropped, the water level's dropped, 20 some feet or something, Willie?
Oh,
so there's like maybe
it's
more.
crazy how much it's
there's like a
dropped.
white line. You can see it when you're on top of the dam too. You can see the line going around the lake. How far it's dropped over the years from Vegas and the big cities using all that water.
Did anything else about anything from Quick Trip? Okay. Couple things. There's a kid in Indiana. His name is actually Happy Gilmore.
Oh, I heard about this.
You sent it to me.
Oh, yep.
And he is currently trying to qualify for the U.S. Open.
Oh, good for him.
And he actually is doing pretty good.
Yeah.
His scores have been pretty solid.
Another story. Top 10 fantasy players going next year. You guys
For what league?
For football. Take a guess of the top 10. Let's see how many you can get out of top 10.
Let's see.
Just name. I'm not gonna make it. Just name, and I'll say if you got one. So go back and forth. We'll do the old game you used to play. Jay sent this to me, so you can't play. You sent this to me.
I'm gonna look at it. Yeah.
So the old game is, remember we used to play. Whoever once you don't get one, you're out.
Oh, it's gonna be tough.
So top 10 players, top 10 fantasy football players, any position.
You don't know
Fantasy
if this
what?
is PP.
It's. I'll just be honest. There
Fantasy
is
what?
no quarterbacks in this top 10. Okay, which
Okay.
you probably would figure, but just letting you know, no quarterbacks. So go ahead.
You want me to go first?
Jason, you got the list out?
yes.
Okay, go ahead. You do it because I'm going to do this other.
Top 10 what?
Top 10 fantasy football players. Fantasy football players.
How they're going to get
Oh, for next
drafted.
year?
So like the average draft position.
Yep. So go ahead.
I got it.
Go ahead, Ed.
I'm going to go McCaffrey.
Yes, he's on there, right, Jace?
It just went away.
He's got to be on there because I'll take him in the top
Yes.
10 anyway.
Do you want me to tell him what number they are or wait till the end?
Don't
No,
tell me
just make
number.
sure they just got to get
Yep.
one right to stay playing.
He's on the list.
Okay. Well, Willie.
Jonathan Taylor.
Yep. He's number 1, I believe.
Yes.
Derrick Henry.
Cooper Cup.
Yes.
Oh, good call.
Devontae Adams.
Good call.
No.
Yeah, he's on there.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's on there.
Oh, I was looking for Packer logo.
Oh,
yeah.
He's on the Raiders now.
So we got 5 already.
Mark Andrews.
No.
What?
He's a tight end.
All wide receivers and running backs.
It's going to be.
Oh, you didn't say that.
No,
You
it's going to say
told me.
the top guy,
Well,
where
it's-
they're going to
it's-
get drafted.
It's top 10 fantasy players, but they're all wide receivers and running backs.
They're all going to be running
But
backs
he'll,
almost.
he'll be the top tight end taken this next year.
Yeah.
He'll be right up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably
No,
top
take
15.
another
Kelsey
one.
will still be, I bet.
Go take another one because you had misunderstood that.
Yeah, go ahead.
So it's going to be wide receiver.
It's
the
wide
top
receiver
10
running
is-
back.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I know.
There's one on here that you got to think hard about, but it's pretty easy once you get it. But neither you would, none of you would expect it.
I don't know what that meant.
You wouldn't expect him, but if you think about it, he's on here.
Man,
I don't know. I'm out.
I'm gonna go Delvin Cook,
Yes.
Chase.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh,
You got
still
3 left. Yep.
Whew.
I'm looking now.
Now they're getting tough. I'm probably missing one big one here yet.
He's kind of he is, but he's kind of obscure. It's kind of
How many
weird.
running backs I got left?
Who have you taken so far?
2 running backs and a
Oh.
receiver are left,
Mhm.
I believe.
Yes. Yeah.
3, 10, and 7 is the receiver, right, Chase?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
7 is a teammate of a guy on the list you already named.
Wow. Mixon?
No.
No.
Huh.
The one kid plays out west in the toughest division of football.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who it is.
We believe the toughest division right now.
Yeah, I mean it's got to be a running back.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the Rams run? Eckler, not Eckler. What's his
You're
name?
close.
Yeah, Eckler, you're right.
Is it Eckler?
Austin Eckler for the
Okay.
Chargers.
Mhm.
And then you got 2 left. It's a
Like
receiver.
the Rams running back, right?
Nope.
Who the hell's the other one?
The running back plays in Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, the new guy. Not Jay Harris.
Yep. And the receiver plays with
Yeah, I have.
in the NFC North.
He gritties.
He's probably the best.
Oh
receiver.
yeah, Justin Jefferson.
He's probably the best receiver in the North. Probably. I'm
Yeah,
guessing right
Jefferson.
now. He'd have to
Since
be.
Adams
Yeah,
left.
I-
Starting the year. yeah.
That was the one I was
Yeah, the
missing. That
teammate.
I
He's
knew.
the teammate that I
Yeah,
said.
I knew there was a big one I was missing.
So that's a pretty good list. It makes sense. I think that I could see that being the top 10. I mean, I guess.
Yeah, like I said, Mixon I threw in there, but he's inconsistent now.
Mixon a good year. First year he was healthy last year in a long
Yeah.
time. So
I mean, I'm trying to think of who else. I mean, the big guys you don't see Ezekiel, you don't see Saquon, who have been down there for years.
people keep taking chances.
ODB, if he was healthy, people would be flipping out over him probably, but he's not going to be that guy.
Cooper Kupp was kind of a good. Obviously he's probably number 1.
Yeah, but I don't think. Do you think he's going to have as good a year next
No.
year? It's going to be a letdown.
Because
year.
Robert Woods is gone, but they're gonna have other guys. They're gonna get the
Yep.
other guys that change things will be different. I think you know.
It's going to have to be. I mean,
he's still
people are
called-
going to adjust to that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they got a couple young guys. The one guy came on strong at the end of the year for them. The young kid Van Jefferson.
Van
I believe,
Jefferson,
yeah.
yep.
So they're there, and no OBJ. That
team's-
yeah, we'll see.
And they're going to have it's a tough division, but they're going to still have a pretty easy path.
They
Again,
have the toughest schedule in football this year. But I hate when they do those things because the schedule should be toughest.
It's
schedule
toughest
should be
from
after
last year.
Yeah, after the season, you should look at who had the toughest schedule. That's what they should
Yeah.
do. Because I guarantee it's not the same. There's no way.
I mean, you got the Rams, the Packers, Tampa again. I mean, who else in the NFC? Who am I missing? Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas will be decent.
I mean, San Francisco beat the Packers.
San Fran
but
will be
yeah.
solid.
So there's
there.
probably about maybe the Cardinals,
Well,
maybe.
I'm gonna look at it like this: if you play that 49er and Packer game 10 times, I think the Packers win 8 of those games.
Probably.
Well,
You think if they play that 10 times, you think Rodgers would throw at least one touchdown in some of them?
Well, that's the thing too. I guess.
don't know.
Packers. You thought they kept
NFC's
saying all week Packers are gonna kill this game because 49ers can't play in cold weather. But
I don't.
you look at that
I'm
game if
so-
it's 50 and sunny. Is it?
We
different
laughed
game.
about that when they said that.
Yeah, weather's
Every
I-
team.
I know it's not a
the
big
Packers
thing,
have
but-
been beaten every game by a warm weather
Yeah,
team
I
every
can
time.
see regular season that might fall because guys get off the plane like Oscar, but it's a playoff
Playoff.
game.
It's
different.
winner.
Yeah,
You got to win.
guys play differently. Everybody's is focused. You get everybody's attention in those playoff games. I mean, you should every game, but obviously some guys check out. I mean, that's why a lot of teams aren't good because their players are checking out on them.
Yeah.
Playoff game, everybody's all in.
Yeah.
Everybody better be all in, or you wouldn't have got there probably. And 49ers are kind of one of the quietly hot teams getting in there because remember they were
They
were
finished off
4-6 at one point.
They finished off really well. Yeah.
Yeah, so they But
Well,
yeah,
Do you guys like 49ers Chiefs this year? That game?
where's that game?
I believe it's in Arrowhead. It's a Thursday night game.
It'd be interesting.
That's the first big game, isn't it? Or on that Thursday night was it NFL Network?
No, who won the Super Bowl?
Rams.
Rams. They'll be on.
It'll probably
they'll
be
be
Rams.
Thursday night football.
I'm thinking it's.
The first-
I think first game Rams.
Rams are on Christmas
Ron-
against
Ron- Rams. Oh, that's Rams Broncos on Christmas.
Christmas. Rams Broncos on
4:30
Christmas.
It's a
Eastern.
good game.
The schedule gets announced Thursday.
Thursday.
Night. Yeah,
Do you like
full.
the Thanksgiving league? 8:20 Bills Ravens at M&T Bank.
No, I like that game.
They got double-
Who's the Lions playing?
Uh,
they haven't said yet.
Is it going to be Dallas?
No, they won't ever play.
I
each
wish
other.
they would stop doing that.
They have.
I wish they would. I kind of wish they would have Dallas and Detroit play one of the games.
Yeah, they used to.
And then play a couple other games instead of having Detroit get one and Dallas get one. I mean, Dallas, they are.
So there's 3 games now on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, there's always a night game for like the last 5 years or something like that.
That's right.
It's that they do the turkey leg.
Wasn't it always just Detroit playing
Detroit and
Dallas?
Detroit and
Dallas.
Dallas.
No, they play different people.
Yeah, they play different. Yeah,
all the time. Yeah, they always got, and it was always seemed like it was always Washington, and it seemed like always Washington plays the Cowboys.
Yeah,
they play.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm talking about the Lions.
Like
this
every
year.
3 years they play.
So
they played last year on Thanksgiving, so they won't.
play this year.
They shouldn't play this year again.
Right.
Bears played last year, right, on Thanksgiving.
Yes,
yeah, because
yes,
we
yeah.
I had the TV in the kitchen for you.
Oh yeah, because I was cooking.
Oh, yeah.
I do have some
Nice
dad
setup.
jokes.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Oh Lord.
I just won an award for the most secretive person in the office. I can't tell you how much that means to me.
These aren't even dad jokes. They're just horrible.
I think my phone is broken. I pressed the home button. I'm still at work.
I love how he tells them, though. He's so confident we're going to get a laugh. You guys aren't. The jokes suck, but yeah.
Someone just threw a jar of mayonnaise at me.
It's like a Saturday night. Oh, wait.
I was like, "What the hell, man?"
What'd you do? Like,
Oh,
what'd you do?
boo.
What'd you do? Light a napkin on fire in their pocket?
Should have.
What the hell, man?
What the hell, man?
Terrible.
Mom asked, "Are you going to take me out to a restaurant for Mother's Day?" Kid replies, "We have food at home." That's terrible.
I've actually seen that.
You gonna tell that to your mom? So
Yeah, see how that works out for you, buddy.
Yeah.
yeah. What else I got here?
A lot of dead air.
A lot of dead air here.
Yeah.
It's like a normal dad joke.
You guys remember a few weeks ago when we went to that Bucks game? Was it about a month ago?
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever told you guys this. You know, and every morning I do my ritual on the toilet before I go to work and everything. I looked down. I thought I was dying. I figured out though it was all muddled cherries.
Old fashioned.
Yeah, drink Wisconsinably
Yeah,
right from the tap.
Yes, sir. Good. Not bad either.
Yeah, they're good. My wife asked if she could have a little peace and quiet while she cooked dinner. So I took the battery out of the smoke detector.
It's actually kind of good.
I had to do that the other day.
Did you?
Yeah. Now we haven't had a smoke detector, and it's like just outside the kitchen, like in the nook area. And I'm like, no, I don't want to put. We need one for safety.
And
Dice Clay.
Ed was cooking and he saw a jar of peanut butter and
So
forgot,
I'm
forgot
like-
the food was on the stove.
So I go and get the new one. I'm like, oh, good. It matches the old, I just put it right in there, click it in there. That piece of shit goes off. It doesn't matter if you cook toast. You could cook soup and that thing goes off. And I'm like,
if Ed eats a burger with char and he farts, it goes off.
Exactly. Pork rind farts make it go off. Guess what? There's no safety run right out the window.
Oh, that's awesome.
Got another one, Willie?
Why does Santa pay? How much does Santa pay to park his sleigh?
I don't know.
Nothing. It's on the house. Hey.
Guys, I know this is way off. Like I said, I've been out of town for a while and I wrote this months ago, but I'm not watching the Oscars again until they start putting knives in all the swag bags.
Why did the toast call in sick?
Because he was burning up.
I don't know. It's horrible.
He was feeling crummy.
I like that.
Bad.
My dog accidentally swallowed a whole bag of Scrabble tiles. We took him to the vet to get him checked out. No word yet.
Gotta laugh.
Did I ever tell you the story? So I had this crappy softball, like they almost had like the plastic covers on them, those and they're super light, like a Course 60. So we'd like throw him the dog. The dog would eat like 2x4s and bricks, and so dog ate this softball, and we just look outside and the whole covers and everything's gone. It's just strings left, and About a week later, I'm like, I look out and I'm like, what the hell is that in the yard? You know, something white out there. Dude, there is a turd wrapped, and it was like Wilson. You can read it.
Yes.
The whole piece in one piece.
I think it's time to go pick up our pizza, Jace.
Yeah, Jace, our pizza's probably getting cold.
9:25 said to be ready.
It is.
So you have your pizza.
9:21.
You have your pizza and your chicken sandwich waiting for you.
Beautiful.
So we got to close the show up so we have your pizza when he gets back.
Yeah,
Fresh Quick Trip pizza.
Yeah,
How's that sound,
see
Ed?
what it's like.
Why did the Scarecrow win
yeah.
so many awards?
Why?
He was outstanding in the field.
Outstanding
in his field.
Unlike all the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh my god. I'm still going through my stuff here, see if I can catch anything here. Oh.
Why did the banker quit her job?
I don't know.
She lost interest.
Banker.
I thought you said
the
baker.
baker.
Oh, I'm
I was
sorry.
thinking donuts.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Banker.
Oh, did we do enough dog shit stories yet?
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll tell you an old one. So when I was a kid, we lived in a neighborhood. We were like right in the center of the block, kind of like in the neighborhood you grew up in, you know, same type of neighborhood. This lady used to walk her dog. This is now probably like 1978, 79. And come through our neighborhood every day. And that dog, she'd stop and make it shit on our like lawn. And so my dad finally went out there. It's like, hey, lady, you know, don't be having your dog shit in our yard. You know, you carry a bag. I mean, this is before people like carried all these bags and were real. It's like, you pick it up, you know, it's my yard. So a couple days later, my dad looks out the window. Lady's got her dog taking a shit in our front yard again. He walks out there, scoops it up with a shovel. Now this tells you how times have changed. He walks like 2 houses behind her, finds where she walks all the way back to her house. She gets on the front porch and turns around. He throws it at her with the shovel.
Nice.
True
that
story?
dog
True
never
story?
shit in our yard again. Problem solved.
He was even scared. The dog. He's like, I ain't going that way.
Yeah, I just see that one pop up.
Sounds good.
It's an old dog shit story.
What kind of music do English muffins like?
I don't know.
Holy
Jam bands.
It's getting late.
Okay, so let's go to closing thoughts. Ed, what are your closing thoughts?
I wasn't expecting closing thoughts. Well, hopefully the Bucks pick it up here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's time. We need a back-to-back championship.
Mm-hmm.
Bucks went 50 years without one. Now we could use
we
two.
want back-to-backs.
Yeah, I'm getting greedy now.
You know how I went the Cubs.
Yeah, the Cubs are not going to win back-to-back now.
No, that ship is sailed.
So, you know, I read a lot of the Cubs stuff, and you know, I'm on the twits or the tweets or whatever they are, the Twitter pages, and the fans are insane, absolutely insane.
Yeah,
they're like, we got a bunch of crap for all our star players, and it's like Canario's tearing it up. Caleb Killian's going to get called up soon. He's tearing up AAA, the pitcher he got for Chris Bryant.
Yep.
I mean, you can go right down the line. Pete Crow, Armstrong.
Oh, yeah.
He looks awesome.
He's hitting the ball well, too.
He's already a major league outfielder defensively, but he's starting to hit the ball. I mean, you can go right down the line. If I'm trying to think who they get, Alcantara from the Yankees, or he's tearing it up. Dude, it's crazy. About 5 of those players are really doing well.
Yeah, they're going to take place. A lot of these guys are sitting here now.
Yeah, and people are like, well, we had all these star players that couldn't even get us past the first round of the playoffs. Why aren't we still paying these guys big money?
Why don't we max them all out?
Yeah,
and just pay luxury tax.
Yeah, it's exactly what they say. And then just add, Scherzer and
Ohtani and Trout. Just add them. They'll come over, no problem.
They're in their own world. I mean, the Ricketts are cheap.
Yeah.
They're It's like, what? You're insane. So, and Hendricks had a great game last night.
Yeah. Trade bait.
Yeah, it may be.
Yeah. Who knows?
I mean, they're 3 years away, I'm guessing. So,
yeah. Well, you never know. You never know. Willie.
Yeah, they got to be trading that. Anybody, they're just hoping anybody and everybody has a decent first half of the year, because they're just going to trade the hell out of that.
I think Hendricks, they could get quite a bit for, actually, because I think he's still got 2 years left on his contract, even maybe more.
Yeah.
Who's the guy that they just sent down the Cubs?
Schwindel.
So they sent him down to get some at bats, right?
Yep. To
He didn't-
Iowa.
He didn't get any at bats. Then they flew him out to San Diego and he struck out 3 times.
Yeah. There's something about a flat tire kept him from leaving.
Right.
So he was stuck there for a while. Then they had got COVID, so they lost Stroman and somebody else. I'm thinking now there's 2 guys down with at least. So like, well, we got to let's call Swindell back up. He hasn't even left the town. He hasn't left Chicago yet because he got a flat tire. Then he goes and strikes out, gets on because somebody said I think Schwindell's on the plane. He just got sent down. Well, they already called him back up because
they wasted. They waste.
And
like,
they
the
had to
send-down
fly
on that?
all the way across.
I think he's still got options left, so I don't think it makes a difference.
No, he ain't gonna be long term anyway. It doesn't.
No,
matter.
he's 30-year-old rookie or second-year guy. But it is a fun story.
Yeah.
And he struck out 3 times.
Right. No, all that. So that's all I got to say about that.
That's all you got, Willie?
That's all I got. Trying to think what's going on this weekend. Oh, you know what? One of the farmers markets gonna open up in Kenosha. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, could go for some. Yep, sushi, fresh tuna.
So you're doing anything else?
What was that one with the horses? I thought that was.
Oh, I know what's coming
I
up.
thought we're going to Ponderosa.
We have a great week of Coob coming up.
Coob.
Coob.
Adam's cracking up right now. He's actually dancing.
So what? You're in a Coob league?
No, Coob league. But
should start a Coob league.
We should.
Are we gonna start playing? Are we gonna start pre-gaming here?
Yeah. Well,
The weather's
we get
nicer
the show
now.
move back to Sundays. We can pregame then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, I mean Sundays are workout. People are
Oh, I
gone
can
for the
pregame
weekend.
on
We can
Tuesdays.
always move shows and stuff. It's not a big deal. So I like Sundays are nice because you get the whole day to do what you got to do, and then we're gonna meet here like at 6 and pregame for an hour and do our show, and it's our. I like to be able to do Friday shows, but it's tough. People want to do stuff Saturdays. People go out of town. Summer's coming, so we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we can. Well, by
next week.
by the time we'll have Bradley replaced.
No show next week.
No show next week.
I'll be in Kansas City.
Kansas City
trade show.
Oh, I was gonna say. I thought maybe you're going down. When's the College World Series start?
Well, no,
it's got to be coming up in a few weeks.
I think it's usually.
It's always the week
June.
of Fondy.
Oh yeah, it's in June. It's it's like the regionals will start probably late May.
So
or late
I
June.
have a friend. His kid plays for Oklahoma State. He's a freshman. He's starting.
Oh, nice. Who's that?
Is Rodney Earhart's son.
Okay.
I think it's Tyler.
Okay.
So he's from Tampa. Rodney played in the Yankees organization. He was a catcher. His son is a freshman. He was an infielder. They moved him to outfield, and he's starting as a freshman
Oh, nice.
on the number 3 team in the country.
Oh, good for him.
So I was thinking, man, they're going to be going down that College World Series road trip. It's not that far.
I saw a game at the old stadium one time at the old
Yeah.
Rosenblatt. Yeah, me and my dad went and saw. I think Creighton, Nebraska played one night.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, that was Creighton's home stadium.
It was cool. Yeah, it was cool. A nice stadium. I mean, obviously the new one they built's really nice. I haven't been inside of it, but it's
The
right
old one was right on the highway, right?
Yeah, right by the zoo.
Yep.
And the new one's right on the other side. They had the Quest Center, which is their convention center, and it's like right next to the convention center.
Okay, so it's not far.
You
from
can
there.
kind of see it from the highway too, but it's not where it's right. The other
That
one's
other
right by the
one's
zoo.
right on the interchange when you turn.
Right by the zoo. Yep.
Every
So-
time I went hunting in Colorado, it's like, there's the stadium.
Big train on the hill when
Big
you go.
Big Ben and Rosenblatt.
When you
kids.
hit Omaha, the big train, Union Pacific train, because
Yeah.
they're based there. So, yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's
It's
out
cool.
in the middle
State.
of nowhere.
Yeah. Good steak though.
Yeah.
They have good steak in Omaha. That's all they. Omaha's a kind of a boring town though.
Yeah, I've never spent time
Kind
there.
of quiet. It's a quiet town.
Hmm.
So, but we were downtown, so maybe that's why. Yeah, we didn't go anywhere. So.
You go cow tipping or nothing like that?
No. Getting older now. We hang out in the room and just relax. Like last year at our trade show, we actually got done doing so. We sat in the room and played cribbage and watched the. That was when the Ryder Cup was going on because that's why I
Ryder
couldn't
Cup.
go with you guys. Ed asked me to go and I couldn't go
Oh, that's
because
right.
I was, at-
Ryder Cup.
I was at a trade show that week. That's why I couldn't go. Well, we were watching Ryder Cup that weekend, so it's a good time. So whatever. Yeah, I think that's it. So no show next week. We'll be back in a couple weeks. Hopefully Eric's here. Eric is off. I think his daughter had a game tonight, so he's watching her play soccer.
Want we go grab a beer? We'll do beer of the week.
we did a mint julep of the
Mint
week.
julep of the
Mint
week.
julep of the week. So yeah. So that's it, guys.
That's it.
Yeah, it sounds good.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
So once again, with the Basement Benchwarmers podcast. So thanks for listening. For Ed, Willie, Adam, who joins us tonight, Jace, who stopped for a minute, and for myself, Scott. You guys have a great week and take care.
I hate goodbyes.
Sorry, folks, park's closed.
What happened? I blacked out.
Because we did something today that no one thought we could do, including us. So we're going out, we're celebrating, and we're going to rub it in this city's face.
I swear I've seen a lot of stuff in my life, but that was awesome. Bye, Felicia.
Kids, there's Big Ben and there's Parliament.
Let's give them more buys and highs.
Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.